Dude, it's uppity. Oh, you live in Holland? Like, you must have some money. Like, you can come here and smoke it, but I can't sell you any of it here. You know, there is like a certain group of people that have Mondays off.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck those people are.
I don't either.
It's definitely something to ponder.
And I used to play our beats off of my iPhone and a fucking what we call a hip hop cable, but until my fucking backpack got stolen at Lippy's goddamn yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
We literally were just in the mindset of fuck it, we just want to get in front of people and play. Like, yeah, man, I love closing shows out.
Fucking why?
What do you mean why? Couldn't even tell you how many times people have walked in and be like, oh, did you guys play already?
No, it's Dreamers.
Oh, Dreamers? Holy shit, dude. That place is for sale.
You brought up a good point there.
Yeah.
Fucking mind blowing.
Oh, shit. Bro, he looked at me so intently like I was fucking lying.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I was not drinking on that shit, bro. But I will never drink with fucking Brandon again in my life. And I did lie because I was 15, not 14. I'm sorry. I was high as fuck.
Oh.
I was high as fuck, but I was 15.
For me, this is one of those things you'd only see in a movie.
Hi. I'd like to ask you about your toilet seat.
Fucking fast friends and like.
So how the fucking J-Mafia started?
That guy right there.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've
So who's volume 2?
Listen, you want to hear the story?
No.
Dude, it's a long story. My name is Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas. I have a son and I named him Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas as well. Now, capital V, little O, little L, dot, capital I, which is volume 2.
Oh.
Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas, volume 2, which makes me Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas, volume 1. Isn't that dope?
Yeah, dude. Well, why can't you just go get it legally done for yourself? What do you got here?
It's an electronic tablet.
What the fuck is that?
The future.
I know.
The future is here.
I have 2 of these because this one travels with me.
Let me see. See, when we had the other setup, Ryan Reynolds. Wow.
I did see that shit.
Do they look like in real life or no? Why did I say?
I love Ryan Reynolds. Thank you, sir.
You know?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
As someone who's not a Lions fan, I think it was a horrible first round pick because, no, don't get me wrong.
In fact, I have a question and then an issue sometime later today that you and I have to resolve. I haven't watched any of your fucking podcasts. I've watched bits and pieces of the people that I love, and that is fucking it.
That's why I post
terrible.
the clips.
Dude, I'm fucking
I
awful.
know that.
When Jessie had a show, you were there.
Okay. Yeah.
And I completely ignored you like you were some dickhead person and I had no idea who it was, even though you were on my Facebook and we had talked. I didn't realize it was you.
What?
And I haven't said anything to this day.
Well, I think you've officially smoked me out. Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, like with growing up, going to restaurants and whatever, like we just was a practice, in life, like tip your waitresses. And as we got older and started going to bars, Same thing, tip your bartender. Well, you know, the weed industry is so new.
Right, and that's exactly it.
And so, yeah, it's not something that people immediately think of.
But is it you are a head shop or like just a pot shop just to go in there to buy your pot? You don't smoke your pot there, right?
No, you can't.
See, well, that's where it's like, you know, okay, well, now it's more like a convenience store.
In a sense, yeah.
So
but it's also like
we need to get like pot bars. Like,
there are. That is going to be a thing.
Then you are like, I would say that's like
but you can't
legit
purchase.
ass bud tender.
You can't purchase. That's the caveat. So
Well,
you can't purchase product from the smoking lounges. You can just bring stuff that you have purchased, and they have a license to allow you to consume on the premises.
What?
But they can't say, yeah.
Fucking loopholes.
What? That makes no sense. Like, you can come here and smoke it, but I can't sell you any of it here. So that would be like all bars were like, yeah, you can bring your 30 pack here, but I can't sell you any more beer.
Right.
That's dumb.
It's similar, I guess. Like, I'm trying to think of a comparison analogy, but like, I know there is none. There's like strip clubs in the South that are bring your own beer. They don't have a liquor license. They can't serve you liquor, but you can bring a cooler full of fucking booze with you and drink at the strip club, and that's perfectly legal. So that's like they're just like too cheap to get the liquor license. And it's
because it is expensive.
The state wrote that into the laws when they passed it, when they passed all these different laws for legalization.
Yeah, of course. All these little nooks and crannies.
Of course, they got to make every little hoop they can.
The 1A, the 1B. The 1A1.
Right.
Section 372-1.5.
Make sure you have a shitload of money to be able to even fucking get involved in the industry.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean by like the liquor license too. I mean, not to say you're too cheap, but I mean, you can't invest in it. You can't. So yeah, bring your own shit.
Right.
So I wonder. So what is that then? A license just to? So what is the license for the people that have the lounges to smoke?
It's a license to have an establishment that people can go to consume. So like in Muskegon, the way that they're looking at it, they're looking at a lot of the tourist industry that's coming in, and with the amount of recreational shops that we have in town now. So you have all these people that are coming to these hotels and Airbnbs and stuff, but they don't have places to smoke because they
can't in their Airbnb,
right?
Or whatever.
And the city doesn't necessarily want people going down to the beaches or parks and shit like that. Yeah. So they're starting to allow these businesses to have these consumption lounges so that there are places for people to go and consume and not be out in public.
It does make sense,
right?
It seems like something inevitable that you're gonna have to do. Some sort of like a hookah lounge.
Yeah, similarly, yeah. And I don't know.
But you could buy tobacco at the hookah lounge.
And I don't know if they've amended that law. That was initially the law, was that the consumption lounges weren't allowed to sell, but it may have changed, and it may also be just based off of different city ordinances too. So some cities may allow it, some may not.
Oh, like Holland's not going to allow it.
Yeah, well, Holland, I don't even think Holland opted out completely.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But Grand Haven, on the other hand.
I mean, you just hit Blue Star Highway. You just drive down just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Right there. Well, now, I mean, Grand Haven's getting ready to open up medically a bunch of places.
For medical?
Yeah.
Right.
And then
first step.
Nunica has already
been
steps. Med and recreational for almost a full year now, recreationally.
Yeah. It's just I don't get it.
I don't get either, but I don't know why Holland has been so slow to see the money. Besides the obvious of just white Christian money trying to control everything, but tax dollars.
Well, it's a town full of Dutch people, and Dutch people are fucking really cheap too.
But they should also see the benefits of tax money.
But then it's like, just look. It's just Holland.
City of Norton Shores is real similar. They're the only municipality in Muskegon that opted out. And they're the second largest outside of the city of Muskegon, like per capita of population and shit. And they completely were like, no, we don't want. So like they have all these border areas of the Heights and the city of Muskegon that both have opted in. So they have shops very close, but they didn't want it in Norton Shores. So they
just figured, yeah, if you want it, it's right there, but not here.
basically,
Nope.
yeah,
We like our manicured lawns.
yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. That's why I said, well, I mean, I just think of Holland. It's just, dude, it's uppity. Oh, you live in Holland. Like, you must have some money.
See, when
or
I think
something.
of that, that's no offense, Jesse. That's Grand Haven for me. Like,
No, it is. That's
when I think
that would
of
be the general
uppity
assumption.
money, it's Grand Haven.
Yeah.
But that's because of most of my interactions with most of the people in Grand Haven.
Right.
And I stress the word mostly because there are definitely good people.
Yeah.
It's all the poor people in Grand Haven.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say about here too. It's like, well, yeah, but if you lived here for a while, you would know it's not really like there's well, okay, I've heard of like an area around here referred to as ghetto, and I was like, you've never lived anywhere where it's called a ghetto. I'm sorry, but I grew up around Saginaw and Bay City too. Like that, there's ghettos around over there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not ghettos like Harlem and like
Sure.
you think like in a movie sense or like first thing come to mind, ghetto think, whoa. But
I mean, there's
It's-
definitely
there's-
areas of Saginaw you don't want to be at the wrong
No.
time of night.
no, at
And
night,
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah, I've spent enough time around Saginaw now playing shows and stuff that I learned those things quickly. Like people are like, yeah, you don't want to go down
Oh,
that
it's
street.
creepy.
Yep.
Yeah, or you get in these areas too where there's just like, half the blocks like just grass field and then there's a couple houses, crack house here. And then, you got some people driving, just kind of like you're just on edge to where Bay City, I would ride my bike around at night.
Sure.
Maybe in certain areas I'd be a little more, I'd look around a little bit more, but for the most part, I don't know if it's just because I grew up kind of there when I moved there.
I mean, like I was saying before we recorded, one of my best friends who's is the other MC in the group, like he grew up in Bay City and a very similar type of situation, like the way you were describing it. Just you didn't feel not safe. It seemed like it was an area people just rode their bikes around as kids and didn't have to worry about gun violence or shit like that. Like he always described it as like Saginaw's kind of hillbilly cousin.
Yeah, the little brother or something like that. But from moving from Holland to Bay City, it was a culture shock.
Sure.
Because I was like, holy shit. Like, this is a lot more diversity over here. To where Holland, it was like, it was honestly, there's a lot more like Mexican population here in Holland.
Yeah.
Holland, Fenville, and stuff like that. There wasn't as many black people.
Right.
But there was. I had friends that were black and stuff. But then when I moved there, I was like, this is like totally different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit. And that's where I see like your first, like, I see my first big old brawl, and shit. And I'm like, fuck, man. Holy shit, you got to toughen up quick.
Nothing harder than you faster than life.
Yeah, dude. You get into those situations. You're like, holy shit. This dude's chain. I just remember it to this day. I just remember this chain just kind of going across the floor and then it like hits my shoes and shit. And I just like, whoa. Fuck. They're going to town and everybody's shouting Big Rob. That was his name. Big Rob. Big Rob. I'm like, fuck, there's no dude named Big Rob in Holland. No, not at all.
We didn't have a Big Rob back home. Oh, shit. I'm going to move that away from the ashtray.
Yeah,
so
no,
that
it was
doesn't
more
happen.
like the fucking Big Dutch guy or something.
Right.
There's no Big Rob. Yeah.
Big Heath or some shit.
We were just happy when somebody could dunk. I mean, seriously. There was this white dude that could dunk. And I was like, wow, man, you actually can jump. And he was like the whitest out of everybody. Like, we're talking bleach blonde hair,
Sure.
really tall and lanky.
Yep. That was
His name was Zach, but I can't remember the last name.
Drew Namick in the Muskegon area, and then he went on to be a bench warmer at Michigan State.
Who?
Drew Namick.
Namick. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's from North Muskegon, but he played basketball. He was like a year. I think he graduated a year behind me or something like that. But he played basketball.
I
at
thought I
MSU.
had a long lost cousin there because my cousin's last name is Amick.
Ah.
I was like, what?
Nope, Drew Namick. He was a tall, white, redheaded kid.
Fire crotch.
And went on to be a Spartan.
Went on to be a Spartan. What years did he play?
He would have been like
right?
what he was. Yeah, like mid to late 2000s. Because Drew either graduated in 03 or 04 from high school, so he'd have been like 05.
I feel like he's my age because I graduated 05.
Yeah, he was either. I couldn't remember if he was a. Yeah, that's probably right because I think he was. You're right. I think he was the same age as my little cousin who graduated in 05. So then, yeah, because he was there with like Neitzel and that whole crew.
Oh, Neitzel?
Yeah.
So he was there then?
He was there.
I remember that, dude.
Neitzel and Namath came in, I think, the same year. If I
That was
remember
probably
right.
like right when I was kind of like getting into like college basketball. Because I was never much into it beforehand.
Yeah.
Just into like, you know, the professional sports.
Sure.
You know.
As a Spartan fan, that was the one sport I had as a kid. So
Right.
Right. Pretty much. I mean,
we had some good seasons. We had some decent seasons. When in the
well, how long's Izzo been coaching for
Izzo
state?
took over 93, 94?
93?
94? No, maybe it might have been 93.
You'll put your phone down.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that might be it. I don't know. We ran into this last time, and then it just magically went away. So, but yeah. So 93?
I think
Or Jesse, are you looking it up? Yeah, Jesse's looking it up. But that would still be 2003, 2013. Well, shit, almost 30 years.
yeah. Oh, I mean, he's been there, and then he was there as an assistant before that. So
Shit.
yeah, Izzo's been there for a long ass time.
I was hoping Michigan would keep that fucking dude they had.
26 years.
Beeline.
26 years now.
So
Okay.
when he started, what the hell?
95?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
95.
Hmm.
I wasn't trying to do math.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I was trying to do it. I was computing. I was confused. Just like a loading thing.
Right. Please
Yeah.
wait.
Windows 95 is trying to operate.
Every time I hear Windows 98, or anytime that comes up, all I can think of is that scene in South Park when he just fucking screams Windows 98 and then shoots Bill Gates. Welcome to a peek inside shit that happens in my brain when I hear
Yeah, did
certain
you see
things.
that him and his wife are getting a divorce?
Yeah, man. What the
Whoa,
fuck?
what do you think? What the fuck?
I don't know, man.
What can she not handle anymore?
First fucking Bezos and his wife, and now Bill and Melinda.
What can she not handle anymore?
I don't know.
That's the first thing we have. My wife look at each other. I'm like, so what crossed the line?
right.
What crossed the line?
What was the
What was
final
it?
straw?
Yeah, it's more fun to think that way.
Yeah,
It is.
sometimes
It is. You could just be like, well,
that sucks. It's
they just
sad.
fell out of love.
Yeah,
You know,
that happens.
it happens.
Been together that long.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've probably been sleeping in separate bedrooms for the last.
She's like, you shouldn't have
20
gave
years.
up on Microsoft. You're spending too much time on the foundation.
You're spending too much time on world health and not
Yeah.
enough on me.
They pushed Halo back again. This is over.
Somebody was like, well, now you can officially refer to her as his Xbox.
I saw that meme. I saw that meme
wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That is great.
going around. Or no, who said that?
I don't know. I seen it in some, I don't know what it was, but it was some sort of meme.
Yeah. I was trying to think if I saw a comedian share that.
It might have been one of those.
I was gonna
where it was
give
just the
credit 'cause
name and then the.
I remember.
yeah.
I think I saw my
I
buddy
don't know.
Alex Plutkowski share it. So I'm gonna give.
Oh,
I'm gonna
was
give
it
Alex-
him?
I'm gonna.
Was it him that
I'm
said
gonna
it?
give Alex the credit for it.
Fuck it. There we go.
Because Alex is my homie and I love
There
that
you go,
kid.
dude.
So I'm gonna give him credit for it.
There you go.
I may be just making shit up, but
Yeah.
shout out to Alex. so.
Fucking Alex. Hey, Alex. To Alex.
Yeah, I've become intermingled into the Grand Rapids comedy scene.
Yeah. That's fucking cool.
By having sex with a Grand Rapids comedian.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah. No, yeah, so I've met a lot of great and interesting people over the last year of my relationship. She'll laugh when she hears
That's
that.
the easiest way in. Huh?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
you go.
No, my wonderful girlfriend Carol Williams is one of Grand Rapids' funniest people. So
Hey.
yeah.
There you go.
She's hilarious.
Thanks, Jesse. She's actually going to be performing in Muskegon in a couple weeks.
Is she?
shit.
Yeah,
Where at?
yeah. She's going to be at Berlin Sprig.
Berlin Sprig.
May
Okay.
19th. Wednesday, May 19th.
Nice.
Yeah, she's headlining that night. So
Yeah,
Why
that
not?
was something like that me and Brianna were talking about. I'm just like, man, it's just like, when you're a musician, it's like Thursday. Like, okay, this is my experience playing metal. It's like, you got Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays.
yeah,
Occasional Monday.
Yeah,
You know,
occasionally.
I've seen Monday metal shows, like Monday Metal Meltdown or
Yep.
some bullshit,
Yep.
But then it comes to like comedy, it's like, fuck you. You're not getting Saturday. Lucky if
Rare.
you get Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. Comedy's on weird nights. Mondays, Tuesday. I mean, it's just like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If somebody's throwing a show somewhere, that's when you'll see stuff on a Saturday maybe or whatever. But
Right.
yeah.
But there you got your occasional ones. Like she said she's running one now at the Ambrosia Theater or something
Yep.
that's on Saturdays.
Yep.
And then, you'll see them,
They
but
do
it's
like that
not.
Make It Spicy comedy at Mulligan's, I think.
That's on Sundays.
Yeah.
Yep, that's on Sunday nights. So you got your, there is like a certain group of people that have Mondays off.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck those people are.
I don't either.
But
Well,
they're
and,
out
like,
there.
I mean,
see them
Carl-
at fucking any bar on a Sunday night.
Carl used to host. He used to have the open mic at oh god, what was it? River North on Wednesdays all the time.
He's doing that.
Is it
doing
back
that
up
again.
running again?
Yeah.
Cool. 'Cause
I don't know where that cough came from, but yeah.
we used to go to that a lot. Like that was one of our date night things was to go down to open mic on Wednesdays because usually I'd have Wednesdays off. So, and she lives in Grand Rapids, so it's a lot of commuting.
Right. Yeah. See, and then you hit that like niche audience.
Yeah.
So here's one thing. I mean, I'm not a comedian.
I'm not a comedian
You're not a
either.
comedian, Jesse. You're not a comedian. Maybe at home.
I am funny.
At home. Yeah.
I am funny. but
Yeah.
not-
we
not a
all
professional.
had those moments where like, damn, I'm fucking funny.
You're right. Just definitely not a professional.
You're like, damn, I should save that. Maybe one day. No. But it's like, I think, so you're always told in a band, like, don't oversaturate yourself.
Right.
That's a fucking problem I see already right now. Like, just like looking around, because I'm like, I'm like looking for like more comedian stuff to come on. That'd be cool if she came on too.
Yeah, man.
And
I'm sure
like,
she'll be down.
like I'm just seeing like a lot of just like, fucking like you get into the syndrome of, well, I can catch you the next day or I can catch you next week or
Right.
like, is it that big of an issue that I'd come out tonight?
And I think,
But there's a line there because you have to grind.
Sure.
Comedians do grind.
and especially
you know what I mean?
now coming out of the
That
pandemic.
is a grindy. Is this about done? I'm almost in filter.
Oh,
Almost.
we still got a little ways on that. I mean,
Oh, there you go. I can see it now.
yeah,
in the light.
it blends in a little bit. There's still a decent amount there, but I think though coming out of the pandemic, so many people are just thirsty for anything just to get out of the house.
Oh, well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of the comic thing is kind of picked back up. I think for people, there's been some decent attendances at shows I've been to and stuff because there's not a lot of music going on anywhere.
No,
so
not
people
really.
people are looking for things to do.
Or it's a cover band or
Right,
something that
right.
somebody that you can just bring one band in. You can play for 4 hours.
Sure.
You know.
And now that spring and summer are coming and places can have people outside on their patios or whatever the fuck,
Right.
now they'll get some acoustic bands and shit like that.
Right.
But
John
right
Mayer.
now since things open back up, really when you wanted to go, if you were trying to get out of the house to go do something besides maybe being lucky to get into the capacity at a bar, there's no other real entertainment to go do but comedy or to go watch comedy anyway.
Right.
So I think that was a decent. I think for like the what we were just talking about where shows are at. I think that kind of helped out in this instance for them because
there's lots of opportunities
that's yeah
to go out and grind. So maybe it wasn't like this maybe it wasn't as much like this pre-pandemic. So I'm not
Yeah,
gonna sit here and say I
I'm
was a
not
big
sure.
follower
Right.
of it before then.
Me either.
Like so,
I mean, I did, but
You're
I wasn't
me
involved. I did because that's kind of how like I knew my girlfriend from. I met her was through her doing comedy. So
Yeah.
but I wasn't involved with it or in it like I am now, supporting her and going to
Right.
different shows and meeting different comics. So on.
but I'm just like I just think of it and I just say, should you have taken that slot there, or just know that 2 more weeks from then or like another month from then you could probably get on that show.
Sure.
And then just like make it so it's like, okay, I'm back again. Now's your chance. If you didn't come last time and you don't run into that, I can catch you the next night or I can catch you the next week.
Right. I think that it definitely applies for trying to get repeat people to come out. But maybe in that perspective, they're looking at it as just like a different opportunity to get in front of a possible new audience all the time and introduce yourself to new people. So that
no, that's true too. That's true too. But then like I think what started that was I was like, then you get your niche audience of those people that have Wednesdays off.
Sure.
And then does it start to be like repeats? And then you're like, oh. Do I run into that cycle of like, oh no, I gotta, perform my same sketch in front of these people that were there?
It's a fine line.
Like I'm not like ridiculing
No,
anything here.
No,
like, I'm starting to come off at that, I guess.
No, I get exactly what you're saying though, because I can look at it from the same perspective as
I look at it from music.
Same. That's so I see the same parallel.
Yes.
I completely see that same parallel.
Because that's just the way I was always told. I was always told, like, don't oversaturate yourself. Like, just, make people want to come see you when you come around.
Right. And we all had to, as we progressed in our journey through music, had to kind of figure that point out of where we were at from, I want to play all the time. I want to get in front of all these people all the time to, okay, I'm starting to oversaturate. Now I need to pick and choose my shows a little bit better. Because, like, I mean, when I first started doing our thing and we, like, hit the ground going, like, that first year, we would, fuck it, you want me to play at the same bar every other week? Okay, fine. Mm-hmm. Whatever. You want me to come play this show? Okay, cool, whatever. I don't care what day of the week it is, whatever. I just want to get in front of people. But then you get to a point where, okay, yeah, you start, it's like the law of diminishing returns. Like, you start, less people that are coming out. Because, I can see you next week, or, I can't catch you this week. I'll see you in 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
And
because I can see the event page is already out.
Right.
for that next one that you're going to be there. Yeah, that stuff, too. It's all about the promotion, too, that goes on with it.
Sure.
Right. I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. Like, I see I'm like, does the same apply? I don't know. Who the hell?
It depends on if they're, I think maybe, too, like, from the comedic standpoint, if they're constantly just like going out and testing new material, but if you're doing the same set for the same people all the time,
right?
Yeah,
then you might that's where you'd start to pass. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't know, because I'm not out all these people's shows. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's definitely something to ponder. So what the fuck came first?
The chicken or the egg?
Yeah, dude, you fucking read my mind, bro. I kept thinking that earlier when I was going to ask you this question. I was like, should I just go with that one? I think the egg.
I mean, scientifically, you would have to say the egg, but how did the egg get there? What created the egg?
Energy?
Matter.
I
don't fucking know.
What do you think, Jesse?
Man, I'm just running cams.
I
think the egg. I think it grew somehow.
Yeah, I think it's got to be the egg. I don't think the chicken was just here. Come on, man.
Right.
It's like an egg, like a seed. And then it hatched. And then the thing came out like...
I don't even know how...
What the fuck going on, man?
I don't even know. I don't know how I fucking...
No, what I was going to say is... So what came first? Was it Beat Slayer Or was it Biffy?
Biffy came first. Like that was a nickname that
Biffy?
yeah.
Okay, so how?
So for a long time,
oh, man.
okay. So there's a story behind this. So have you ever heard of a band called If He Dies, He Dies? If you weren't from around this area, so I can understand.
Yeah.
But so they were some friends of mine from Muskegon that were a fairly big. Like they got to be a pretty big regional metal band, and were doing some bigger things, trying to get into it, like breaking out into a bigger area nationally before shit fell apart. But anyway.
Right.
So these were like 4 really good friends of mine that I spent a lot of time with. I drove the van around for them, fucking loaded gear, shit like that. So for the longest time in that...
How old are you this?
At this point, I was 20, 21, 22.
Okay.
This was like... No, I might even have been... Yeah, I was like 21, 22. I was probably 21 when I met those guys. So it was like 2004.
Okay.
It was a lot of people just knew me as Big Jeff.
Okay.
So that was like my nickname in like the Muskegon metal scene for a long time. And then one night after a bunch of drinking and partying at a house after a show, Big Jeff just got shortened to Biff. And then Biff got extended into every other fucking iteration of whatever you could come up with.
The Biffinator. Yeah.
Just everything before it got kind of just settled on Biffy. And then that was just like that was like what people just knew me as for the longest time. So there was people that didn't know my fucking government name, but they knew who Biffy was. So yeah, it's been a thing for fucking 18 years now. And I've been doing music for almost 10 years. Dang. Minus the year and change that I haven't touched the stage.
Oh
yeah.
So, but when you were on stage, you like did it with like a whole band.
Towards the last,
from what I've seen on YouTube and stuff.
The last.
I mean, I've went on your
years.
Bandcamp and listened to prior stuff.
Sure.
Too, and I didn't know if all that was with a band or
no.
not.
So the band was just kind of the last few years, like the on and off. Like the people that are in the band outside of, well, even including the guy that plays drums, who's in fucking 17 bands.
Yeah, dude, they're hard to come by.
Mike is literally in when the world was open, was in a bunch of different bands and would sit in with anybody that needed a drummer. Like that kid just lives and breathes the fucking drums.
Right.
But
and when you're playing music like that too, you can kind of like, all right, I can improvise a little bit too.
But then everybody else in the band are also in other bands themselves. So like that whole thing was always just kind of been a couple time thing with the band.
It's a couple time thing?
Yeah, we've done 2 acoustic shows and 2 electric shows.
Okay. That makes sense to me now. Because when I watched the video, like when I was watching the
Mulligans one, that was our second show.
That was your second show.
That was our second show and our first show with our other guitar player.
You looked like I don't know what the fuck to do right now. There's certain moments like you like went up to the side and you're like this is how it's supposed to go, but I don't know what to do.
Well, Mulligans was just like a weird acoustic, like it was just the acoustic idea was just something I wanted to do at some point.
It was cool.
It was really fun.
Like,
it was really fun.
Live band on there,
But it's also an extremely tuned down version of like what the hip hop show was.
Right.
The electric band version is a little bit more high energy, a little bit closer.
Electric band?
Yeah. So the full band, but not acoustic.
Okay.
So electric guitars.
Okay.
Right.
Right. No, the Mulligans one was
the
acoustic?
Mulligans one was acoustic. That's the set.
Acoustic?
But we've played 2 shows. The bass player wasn't acoustic. He always played, but the guitar players were acoustic. But we've since played 2
because the one that,
plugged in versions.
Okay.
Then there's also the videos. There's no videos of the electric shows. But the first acoustic show, Unruly, I paid to have somebody record because I thought it was just going to be a one-off thing. The Mulligans show came up. That was like a year later, and I just recorded that on my phone.
Right. Yeah. That was fine.
But then the last show that I played November of 2019 was with the band at Unruly, but it was not acoustic.
Not acoustic.
Yeah.
That was the end of 2019.
That was the end of 2019. That was the last time I played.
What was the date?
November
What was it, November?
22nd?
Oh, I
Maybe
guess
it was like
in
before. It
November.
was like right before Thanksgiving, but
Yeah, and then fucking pandemic.
yeah. We were like, I was kind of taking, because like I wasn't playing a lot locally anyway, because Muskegon's area to play kind of just dried up over the years.
Right. Yeah, that's what Jesse says all the time.
From
It's like,
the time I
like
started-
Lansing right now, you're like, yeah, happened to Muskegon.
For real though. Like from the time because like our timelines are pretty parallel, Jesse. I think.
Yeah, we
Like-
came in like 2011.
Yeah,
2012.
and that's about when I started. Was like late 2011. My first show was August of 2011,
Okay.
and then like when I really started playing shows was early 2012 into like the summer of 2012 was like when things really started getting
Muskegon was
rolling.
popping back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, and that was like the first time we crossed paths. So like,
Right.
that there's been like, that's why I think it's been a parallel between like this, around the same times. Obviously, they've fucking done way better, more shit than I ever thought I could. But as far as like timeline, because like there were so many places you could play.
Right.
I played shows where I did fucking multiple shows in town on the same night.
Right.
We would do a show at Crickets, drive across town, go fucking play the last show or the last set at West Side.
And you've always been a full
No,
kind of band?
so
So
it
at this
started.
time-
So it started, and originally it was just me and another rapper named his name is Todd. We call him Todd Bobby, but his stage name was Malachi.
Okay.
So it was just him and I used to play our beats off of my iPhone and a fucking hit what we call a hip hop cable, but a fucking 1/8 inch to 2/4 inch into the board. So
Right.
So for a year and a half or 2 years, I think almost like at least a year and a half, we did it like that. And
So
then
during this 2012 and everything like that,
it was just me,
you.
just him and I,
Right.
and fucking beats on an old iPhone 4.
Right.
And
Shit was
then-
rolling.
Yeah. And like I had
You
made
could like just like unplug and like drive right across town, plug it in, boom, let's do
literally,
this shit again.
Literally, like
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah.
And so then around 2013, I think, is when Goob, our DJ, came into the fold. And Goob is my friend that lives over in Midland.
Okay.
And he's part of a hip hop group that had been around for fucking ever called Keith Courage. And they were a 3-piece, 2 MCs and a DJ. We played a lot of shows together and stuff like that. So like I've known Goob for a long ass time, and it got to a point where we were doing a show at the Pyramid Scheme, doing like a benefit for the decriminalization in GR back then. And so it was like it was kind of a big deal playing the Pyramid Scheme. I wanted to be like professional, so I wanted to have a DJ. So
Yeah.
I
It's
asked,
a decent venue.
yeah, exactly. So I asked Goob if he would come over to fucking DJ with us, because it's it's a 2.5 hour drive, whatever, from
Right.
Midland to Muskegon, or 2 hours at least from Midland to Grand Rapids.
Right.
But so then after that show, it just kind of became like, all right, I'm gonna be your DJ now.
Right. Because it was a good ass show.
Yeah,
He's like,
right,
hell
right.
yeah.
We had a good time and shit like that. And like Goob's always like if we played with Keith, he would DJ for us for that
Right.
show because he was there. And he would always just like, if it's a hip hop show, if somebody has a DJ, you end up becoming everybody's DJ for the night. And like we've always vibed and shit like that. So from 2013 for like a year we did it as a 3-piece, and Gabe was driving over all the time from Midland for shows and just like crashing on my couch or whatever. And then Mike came in. Well, Mike came into the fold because when I started out, I had joined a local record label that was just basically a collective of a bunch of different bands of musicians.
Okay.
It was called Muskegon Records, but we went by Mux Rec.
Mux Rec.
And there was King Crabapple, the Short Haired Domestics, Homeless Poet, Project Grizzly, and myself. And I'm trying to think if there was and Ski Town Styley. And then eventually some other groups had joined in as the years had gone on until it kind of just dissolved. But there was a couple year period where like we were putting on a lot of shows. We did a fucking festival up at Valdez Lakes.
What was it called?
It was called Soundfest.
Soundfest. What year was this?
2011.
Okay.
We had Glassjaw play one night, headlining. The second night was headlined by Brother Ali, and then Del the Funky Homo Sapien played like one of the VIP shows. They paid for the Valdez Lakes paid for all this shit, but like we made it happen. Like myself and one of my old roommates
put the whole thing together.
Yeah,
that's a lot of responsibility.
Especially for a group of like mid 20-year-olds. Like, it was just like a bunch of fucking people that came together and like had an idea and made some shit happen.
But dude, that's when you got some of the best fucking ideas.
Yeah. So like
dude,
and so like as a collective, like we had a lot of momentum going for a while in the Muskegon, Grand Rapids, and like surrounding areas and stuff. So like that's where that started from. So then Mike played drums in King Crabapple, Short Hair Domestics, and Project Grizzly at that time, and Homeless Post. So Mike was like basically he's the drummer for every fucking band.
Yeah, so same Mike.
Yep, same Mike.
Yeah,
same Mike.
Yeah.
So then eventually he wanted to like I think what had happened, Will broke his leg. The guitar player for King Crabapple broke his leg. Ooh. So they were like kind of on a hiatus from playing shows and stuff, and we were.
He's not gonna Dave Grohl that shit. No.
Yeah, no. And Mike can't stay idle, so like we were still in the swing of playing pretty frequently. So then Mike just kind of started playing shows with us all the time too, and then it just evolved from there. So then let's see, when was the first acoustic show was like 2016, I think. I think the first one was 2016. So from 2014 until then, we just played a ton of shows as either a 3 or a 4 piece, because there was a period of time where Todd Bobby stepped away, and then it was just me, Mike, and Gabe. And then eventually around 2017, Todd Bobby came back. And then around that same time as well, actually, the acoustic show was the first time him and I were on a stage together for like 2 years. The first acoustic show at Unruly. And that was like a surprise that I didn't tell anybody that he was coming. And he came up and did the last song. And the last song we always play is a song called Sail, which is from the AWOL Nation song Sail. We just took that beat and wrote a song about suicide, I guess. Like, his verse is basically the about somebody that sounds like they're about ready to kill themselves, and then my verse was about the reaction and whatever. So it's kind of like always been our closing song,
right? And
so like he came up and did that with us for that. That was a pretty special moment, and then shortly thereafter,
pretty emotional.
Yeah, it was. Like I was really emotional from that.
Yeah.
I was drunk as shit as well, so that didn't fucking help matters, because you can't play a show at Unruly and not get drunk.
Yeah, right. No shit.
It's impossible. It's impossible, dude. Like I bring whatever I'm drinking, I would always bring 2 with me at least on stage.
Right.
For a long time, it used to be 7 and 7.
How long of sets would you normally play?
Anywhere from like 30 to an hour. I mean,
to an hour.
We've done shit. We have enough material. If we did every song, we could play like almost 2 hours straight. But usually, most of the time it's like 45 minutes to an hour at that point in time. Like, but I've played plenty of 15-minute sets. I've played,
right. No shit. Yeah, just get up there and perform like
you got
3 songs or something. About 15 minutes.
Basically, yeah. You got 15 minutes. Get what you can out of it. Hip hop.
But that's easy. But again, you got 15 minutes. You go up there. You got your fucking phone.
And that's what I always. And I carried a fucking cable. I had a cable in my backpack always.
What was it called?
We call it a hip hop cable.
The hip hop cable.
Yeah, it was a hip hop cable, bro. Like literally,
cable.
That bitch was. There was 3 fucking things you will always find in my backpack. It was a hip hop cable, weed, and either papers or a bowl. Right. Like fucking without fucking fail.
I got it.
Without fail, from 2011 until I had Goob. So when Goob came into the fold, actually, until my fucking backpack got stolen at Lippy's goddamn fucking. Yeah.
Fucked.
Yeah.
You still had your hip hop cables.
My hip hop cables were still in that backpack.
Damn.
Because that was my fucking OG backpack from when I started playing shows, and it got stolen out of my truck at a fucking benefit, man.
Dude.
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I came back. We played this benefit show for our friend that had passed away, and Mike, one of his other bands, had a show across town, so I went to drop him off, and I came back.
Because, of course, he's got another fucking show.
Bro, that happened all the time. And Mike didn't have a driver's license for a long time, so... But I came back, and I remember, like, Jesse and a bunch of people were outside, so I jumped out my truck. We smoked. I threw my shit back in, and we all went back inside, and I forgot to lock my truck, and I come back out later to get high, and my shit's gone.
Damn.
Yeah, man. And a bunch of other cars got fucking hit that night. Yeah, it was a thing. But, yeah, that backpack, there was always, you would find weed, a fucking set of hip-hop cables, and something to smoke out of.
Always right.
Always.
Prepared.
Dude, it had to be prepared because like there were
That's
times
how it was, man.
Dude, there were times I would go to West Side to just go like watch somebody's show, and a band either didn't show up or the night got cut short or something happened, and
then you could
they
have
would
your
be like,
opportunity.
they would be like, hey man, you want to play?
Right.
Yep. All right,
Fuck
cool.
yeah.
Boom, plug in and let's go and
Right.
close the night.
Right.
Like that shit happened plenty of times, and it was just like being prepared.
See, and I almost think, to reflect back to oversaturation, I almost think it's a lot easier, especially for like rap and like let's say R&B or pop or something. To like, you can go to like the club or to a place, and then you like get on there 15 minutes, play your good ones.
Yeah.
Everybody likes it. They get into it. You're done. And the next MC or the next
Sure.
person comes up.
If
Does
that
there-
if that
like-
niche exists, that's the problem though, because like I can tell you I
The
have
niche of
like hip hop shows, playing hip hop shows, because
Right.
like, I'm a hip hop artist that hasn't played a lot of hip hop shows.
right. That's I was gonna ask too, because I run into Jessie so early. Yeah. So like, yeah. How many have you played where it was just like hip hop?
Straight hip hop shows. I mean,
Did you kind of end up
Less
like
than 20?
gearing less than 20? Okay.
in 10 years,
In 10 years.
maybe 20.
So it's
at
like
the
maybe a couple a year or one.
most. Maybe.
One, and then you might have a year where you play a little bit more, but yeah.
Yeah. But like
So that's just not your target audience.
it wasn't intentional.
Well, because there is a lot of fucking people that listen to metal that listen to rap
Well,
too.
what
It's not like
happened-
you would think maybe not. Like if you start thinking like really hardcore death metal, you might think, I don't know, do they listen to rap?
Well, like I mean,
Or like a goth person, like, do you listen to rap?
I'm almost 38 years old, right? So I grew.
Yeah.
I'm an 80s kid. I'm an 80s baby who was a 90s kid.
Right.
So
Yeah,
you
you actually, like, lived the
2000 teen. You
90s.
know what I mean? Like, so I grew up in. I mean, we all did, but I was aware in a lot of really essential eras of fucking both metal and hip hop,
Right.
and I grew up listening to both.
Yeah.
Like, I love fucking metal. Well, I did. I don't listen to as much new metal and shit now, but like the metal bands and shit and the stuff that I love as much as I love my hip hop. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm an equal opportunist. So like,
Right.
it wasn't. I never set out to only try to appeal to metal
One.
or what. It just kind of was like what happened with our live shows. Like, we're not now that I'm older, it's not as hype because my fucking knees are bad and shit like that. But like back in the day, like, you know,
Give me a chair.
when you go to a rap show, most rappers are just, you know, standing in one spot.
I know,
rapping, you know
I
what
know,
I mean?
it's cringe sometimes,
That's not
dude.
who I am.
No.
That was never who I was. Like, I'm animated as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I jump, I move, I fucking whatever.
Well,
Like,
but
I have
when
a
you're
hard
going
time-
on stage with you, another person, and a phone, what the fuck, dude? And then you go to some venue. Like, if you don't have your own lights, you don't have your own shit. You're relying on the venue to provide that. So once in a great while, you run across one that's actually maybe had a cool light show. But
well, and like growing or being a
dude,
part of the metal scene.
the first time we played Music Factory,
Yeah.
I fucking brought, what is it? Was it Scott Schroeder? I think it was his name, that was doing lights there. And I fucking brought him a set list and like shit to do for the song.
That's how'd that go over?
And he actually fucking pretty much nailed it.
That's
I
what's
have
up,
to
man.
say. I have to say I asked him, like, there was like a third time I was like, I'm trying not to annoy you, but you remember, right? Like, that was the last time I said it.
Yeah.
I was like, you remember? He's like, yeah.
Because
dude.
you never know how
okay,
people,
good.
Some old school sound guys and light guys are fucking assholes.
Well, he
about
wasn't.
shit.
He was, he's younger or whatever. He's
Sure.
probably around our age. Yeah. I know, and that's what he was kind of like. Seemed like he could have that tone, but I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Fuck it. I did all this work trying to prepare for this show, like, and we actually have a light guy. Like, yeah, do this, please. And it wasn't much. I didn't
Sure.
ask a lot. Like, I
No.
dumbed it down to what like are your big expectations could be. You know.
Yeah, you weren't fucking Dillinger.
Yeah,
or Nine
no,
Inch
like
Nails or
I'm like
something.
it's kind of simple. One of the songs is a little more, but
Yeah.
you'll see what I mean. I know you haven't heard us before, but you'll know.
Well, and it was like, so what even intensified our live shows more was like I said, I came from being a fan of metal bands, and like with Iffy and stuff, I met a lot of people who went on and were in either other bands like or whatever. Like, I've been a part of the Muskegon music scene since I was like 14.
Right.
So a lot of people knew me, but when I decided I was gonna start doing hip hop and stuff, like I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. And my initial expectation was like, I'm gonna put out a couple of songs. If I'm lucky, I'll play some shows. Maybe this shit will last a year, and I'm fucking, like I was 27 the first time I played a show.
Right.
Never had played any kind of never been in a band prior to that, like nothing like that. So I had zero expectations of anything going into this shit, right?
Right.
So I started playing shows, and friends of mine that are in bands, thank you, sir, start digging what we're doing. So they're like, hey, come play with us. We got this show at Crickets, or we got this show at Westside.
Right.
I had a friend, was a friend, who was in a pretty popular band at the time called Lakeland, who gave me a lot of opportunities to play shows. And those dudes put me on a ton of shows. And then their manager, who was also booking at a venue, put me on a ton of shows.
So I just thought of this. I don't know why, but because I was gonna ask. So was Crickets, first of all, one A and B. So was Crickets one of those bars where they like paid you off of like the bar, and B, were a lot of these other shows that you're playing like free shows? Like, did you just kind of go up, do your thing? Because you're talking about like you're gonna go up, do your thing, peace out, head to the next place, do your thing. Like, how are you gonna get paid?
By that point, when I was doing,
I mean,
like,
not obviously we play a lot of shows where
no,
we get
no.
paid shit.
Sure,
I'm not saying you don't,
and definitely
but-
I did too. Like
Right.
a lot of my
So I was
West
just
Side shows,
curious.
I didn't get paid. Crickets, I always got taken care of one way or another. Like the first guy,
But getting paid off the bar is the best.
The first was we got paid off the door when the first person was booking there, and then when another person took over booking, she took care of bands, and Crickets was the first place that I got paid good.
fucking good.
Like, I mean, we were getting, for the two of us, we were getting $100.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
$50 to go fucking do something I really enjoy doing. But like West Side was a lot of getting paid in fucking beer or not getting shit, because West Side didn't pay shit anyway. And Danny was bringing in a lot of headlining bands from like other parts of the state to try to get them shows over here, then their little tour partings and stuff like that. So, but at that same time, like my time from playing shows at West Side all the time to where I actually started playing Crickets consistently was at least 6 months. Like, I did a Crickets Battle of the Band, lost my round, And then, but
Who'd
I was
you lose to?
the Severed Process won that night,
Oh, the Severed Process.
I believe, because then they ended up going on, I think, winning. But then also,
A noble loss.
yeah, also Infinite Design was also on the show that night, who I wanted to win because those guys are my friends. But that was like the first time I played in front of the metal community. Like,
Okay.
when the Crickets Battle of the Bands got announced, I mean, it was
What year was
predominantly,
this?
this was 2012, I think.
Okay.
Maybe,
I want to say it was 2013.
yeah, it might have
13?
been 13.
Were you guys in it that year?
Yeah, because
Were you?
Yep.
Justin was still in the band.
Yeah, we got beat by a Dead Silent Orchestra.
Okay, yeah. So it was 2013. Yep,
What
you're
style
right.
of band was that? Dead Style Orchestra.
They were
That's
more
how-
like a jammy, like
GRD band.
yeah, like a radio rock band.
Oh, really? Yeah,
But they were like huge in the Muskegon area. They had
Well,
they
yeah,
brought
they're gonna
all
have a
their
lot of
fucking, like,
fans.
family,
Of course,
and,
of
like,
course.
Is what it was. We were fairly new at the time.
And same,
So
same. Like
we were
I
just
had
happy
just
to be doing it.
exactly. Like
Yeah,
I had just
exactly,
been playing
yeah.
shows at Westside.
Oh, hell
basically,
yeah.
At that point, like I had gotten to play
That's all you want.
a couple of other like bar gigs with the rest of the Mux Rec crew. Like because we used to do stuff as a collective, like because we were so many people shared members in bands. We just, you want music for the night? We got 5 fucking bands that can come do shows.
Well,
Boom.
you said I think that was the first night I saw you perform.
Yeah, definitely. Because that was the first time I played Crickets.
That battle.
The battle. So Carlos, who
Dang,
was
first time
our-
at Crickets, you're like, yeah.
yeah. So
all right.
so Carlos was who was
Fuck yeah.
a lifelong friend of mine, was our 1/3 owner of the label and the booking manager. So he booked all the bands into the battle. Like we were all on different nights, except for like I think maybe 2 bands were on the same night, but everybody from the record label was in the battle of the bands. So yeah, so this night.
It's almost of a battle. Who's the best
And it was like I didn't
between
think,
the record label and the band?
not even like it was just us. It was just us looking like our approach to
No,
it.
man, come on.
No, for real. Like our approach.
All right.
This was just our opportunity to play in front of crowds that would never come and see us do what we were doing. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because like King Crabapple is a
There was
fucking
no other thought though. Like all the other bands in the record label are in this.
no, not really. Our whole thought. There was like maybe one. The only band that we thought had a shot at maybe winning a night was King Crabapple because they
Yeah.
were a fairly popular band already.
Right. Okay.
Like that was like the lead
Still,
horse
it's
band.
like
in
a
the-
win for the division. You
Yeah,
know? You're
yeah.
like,
And
yes.
if anybody wins, we all win. You know what I mean? Like we were just going
Bring
in.
attention over here.
We literally were just in the mindset of fuck it. We just want to get in front of people and
Right.
play. Like that was my mindset. Like I had only played shows at Westside and then, like a few other places. I'd gone to shows at Crickets because I was going to watch my friends play.
Right.
But this is a whole crowd that never had seen me do anything. A lot of people didn't even know who the fuck I was they just saw a name on the
Right.
fucking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So this
Yeah.
was like, that was our shot to like fucking punch people in the face.
Yeah.
Not literally, but you know what I mean? So like,
Oh yeah.
and my mindset was always the heavier the band that we had to play with, like the more I'm gonna step my game up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna come more intense. Like I feed off energies, especially once I hit
Like as in heavier in metal.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
we have
yeah.
played. I mean, I've played shows with Withhold
Yeah.
the Blood. I played shows
Yeah.
with fucking a ton of fucking really heavy bands.
Oh man.
And
this
it's
is
just
this is so like, it's a
And-
different story.
It is. And it's either, and for a long time, it was like either we were playing first or maybe we would get the second
Yeah,
slot. So
right.
so I either got to set the tone for the night or somebody else has come out.
They never put you last.
Eventually,
They did.
eventually
You
I
liked it?
Yeah, man. I loved closing shows out.
Fucking why?
What do you mean why?
I don't know. I guess when you're in 2012 era and you're like, fuck
Nah,
yeah,
man,
and you're
because like you get that.
everybody loves you, they're gonna hang out.
Oh
So-
yeah.
well, sometimes,
but that was, but at that
sometimes
point, I had
there's-
to earn that shit. You know what I mean?
You
That when I
did-
got
you
to
do.
that point, that was like
You do.
a couple of years, of,
Yes.
or more of fucking grinding
No,
all the time.
There is okay.
so it was like for me, it was an achievement. Oh shit! I finally get to headline. You know what I'm saying?
yes, no, that was like that Okay, so when we first started out in Bay City was like 2013, and we were just a 2-piece metal band.
Right.
Hold on, beard was wet.
No worries.
And we were just like a 2-piece metal band, and it was Hikori who put us on our first show.
Yeah, I played a couple shows with him.
Yeah, so we played in Bay City, and fucking God knows how long they've been around. Ask Ken, he'll fucking know. And so we started playing some more shows. They had us back on there. Like our first show, we didn't even have like any vocals besides like the last song.
Okay.
Because he didn't want to do vocals. Well, eventually I was just like, fuck it. Nope, we can't find anybody else. Nobody else wants to play. I never knew how we couldn't find anybody. So then they start having us close shows. They're like, oh yeah, you guys can headline, man. I'm like, okay, cool, man, awesome. And then we just figured it out. I was like, oh, well, they just want us to hang around because we're bringing the people in at this certain time.
See, where I
was like, okay. I'm like, yeah. So when you're like, sometimes when you play last, you're like, fuck, man.
It depended on the situation, but a lot of the times, like especially home shows, like the lineup was always stacked full of people that were drawing anyway. So no matter where you were at,
but that was during the time like you were talking about within your 2011, 2012.
Sure. Now
shit's rolling. You're like, okay, everybody's coming out. You're feeling out.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, I got to pull back because now we're going to start to oversaturate.
Right.
You were able to like bring a bunch of people out. So they're like, okay, have them play last. It's perfectly logical.
Yeah. Eventually you're like, all right, so I'm going to try to take that 11, 15 to 12 ish. Like you want to be either on stage at 12, by 12 o'clock going and let whoever else close out the bar night or whatever. But yeah, I once I got to a point where I could be on the stage by like 12 where people were definitely there. Because a lot of times opening, you're playing early, so people aren't there yet. I couldn't even tell you how many times people have walked in and be like, "Oh, did you guys play already?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know opening sucked too, but it was like almost a toss up.
Sometimes
it was almost a toss up. It was like
it just depended on how many bands you got on the lineup and when the show.
That's why it was like second or third.
Yeah.
That's
now, at 37 years old now, I want to be done by 12. Like I'm ready to go home, bro. I'm old. I've smoked a shitload of weed tonight. I've drank a bunch of beer. I want to fucking go home.
Yeah. No shit.
I'm second guessing decisions now because I haven't played in so fucking long. Like I would do ungodly things to play a show.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to pull out because those are things that I would think about.
Yeah. Oh,
when
it got
I'm
to
musician,
a point.
Yeah,
we
I'm
definitely.
just like sometimes I'm like, fuck. Do you want to play last? Because is there going to be anybody left? You don't play there that often. You're like, shit.
I started minding.
I don't know if I can pull here yet.
Like 2015. Like late 14, 15 is like when I started like being more mindful about the oversaturation point. Like I had probably paid a little more attention to it prior to that because like when we had our CD release party in the end of summer 2013, like we didn't play a show from probably like the end of spring through that whole summer. Like I took that whole time off because I wanted that CD release party to be a fucking banger.
Right.
And thankfully it was a fucking banger.
Yeah, you took the time off so nobody could be like, I'll cut you.
Yeah, but then after that, like when you put that out, then that next year plus it was like, okay, grinding harder because I want to get the CD into people's hands and start expanding. But at the same time, like while we're playing a lot of shows, we're also getting opportunities to play other places too. So the oversaturation definitely, like I said, it was like 2014, 2015, like where I was like, okay, I'm not gonna play Muskegon. I'm only gonna play Muskegon once a month, or I'm only gonna play twice a month. I'll play once this bar. But then as more places started closing down, it became less of a fucking problem anyway.
Yeah, shit.
And now it's like the only place left that I even want to play in town is Unruly because they have the best sound system.
Yeah.
It's a great venue.
Where else is there that you could play?
There's a couple of smaller bars, but it's a pain in the ass.
Dude, we played some fucking shithole up there.
Was it?
Well, they tried.
Was
But
it the old Little Brown Jug or whatever? What the fuck was it called? Pope's Pub by the end? I don't fucking know.
oh, dude, we did play at Pope's Pub. Yeah, we played there. That was our first show.
That place is a shithole.
No, this place was worse. It was a place like, I don't know if you rented it out. No, it was Dreamers.
Oh, Dreamers? Holy shit, dude. That place is for sale.
Bro, we played.
Downtown Muskegon, across from the fucking
Jail.
county jail.
Yeah, dude, we played there.
Bro.
There's nobody there.
That place is fucking... that building is like legendary.
We played there. We got on that show. That was our second show. Okay, so we played like 2 shows up there for some reason. So the first show -2 got us on.
Oh yeah,
At Pope's Pub. And then the second show, it was a Shotgun Mouthpiece and fucking Scotty's other band. Goddamn, Palace of the Haunted. Us. And somebody else, I can't remember right now. Oh, Gift to Hera, I think played.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I played at least.
You're like,
show.
I don't know any of
No.
those guys.
I've played. I'm fairly sure I played a show with Gift to Herrera. I know that name for sure, but I think they either played
Dusenberry's band. He played
Yeah,
bass
yeah. I
there.
was gonna say I definitely played a show with those guys. Yeah, I played. I think their last show they played it with us up at fucking Playground.
Who'd you say, Jesse?
Aaron
Aaron
Dusenberry.
Dusenberry.
Oh, yeah, the bass player?
Yeah.
That fucking dude.
And Eli Bowers was in that
Yeah,
band. Their
Blake.
guitar
Yeah.
player. Yeah, yeah. I
Blake.
knew him for a little while from
Blake Veen or Ben?
Mhm.
Ben or
Yeah.
Beneg?
No, I played a couple
They were
shows
cool
with those
dudes.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah,
between,
they were cool.
Between fucking
Can't remember the drummer, though.
dude, I'm so terrible with names. Like,
That was perfect. No.
I'm so goddamn awful with names. Like faces, you put someone's face in front of me.
Yeah, right.
But
no, that's
names,
me too, dude. I've worked at this place for just a little over 2 years, and there's still people I walk by. I'm like, fuck. Man. I just say, dude.
What up, bro? How you doing?
Yeah,
Good to
it's
see
like-
you.
Especially with my job, like I don't work by anybody. I'm solo, so it's like I don't see you all the time.
Sure.
Like there's too many people. You all can just remember one name, which is mine. I have to remember all of yours.
Yeah, you guys got the easy part. Fuck you guys.
You're like, yeah, you're just the dude that works over in the corner of the shop and barriers. That's what I know.
You're buried.
And you wear metal shirts. You wear metal shirts, and that's cool. And we've talked about that. So that's it. There's those people all the time.
Oh yeah, man.
I mean, maybe not your job because you work with maybe 1 or 2 other people, maybe.
No.
Or just one person solo.
I work with a lot of people.
Oh, really? Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have.
See, I was thinking more like.
Oh no,
like
dude!
a
I
smaller
work for like
shop.
a fucking multi-million-dollar corporation.
Oh,
Yeah, like I'm in the weed industry, but I have worked for mom and pop weed back in 2016 when I also got fucking raided by fucking WeMat on a fateful December afternoon.
oh,
That
a
sucked
fateful
balls.
December afternoon.
Yeah, bro. December 17th, something like that. It was
December 17th.
bro. It was like one of the worst days of my
December
fucking life.
17th was the day.
8 fucking guys in like SWAT gear come fucking busting through your work's door and sticking guns in your faces and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
Back in the days of fucking when it was illegal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, fucking Bay City's gotten shut down. I remember being back there too, and it was like just getting shut down.
Bay City blew the fuck up though. Like they were like one of the bigger areas in the state to blow up at that
dude.
time.
They
Between that
were.
and like fucking
They were
Genesee-
constantly getting raided though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shut down and then restarting and then
Restarting.
raided again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, man.
Like
But
they
it was
got
like
they had a fucking stick up their ass about that shit.
the fucking difference though between like the east side of the state at that time and the law on the west side of the state. Like once you got west of Lansing, like the views on those gray market dispensaries back then were completely because like Genesee County. I mean, shit. I went to fucking like 6 cannabis cups over in fucking
Yeah, no
Clio and
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
Clio,
mean?
yep.
Yeah. I was at the first one, the second one, and then I went to at least the only year I think I missed one was like 2016. Otherwise, I've been to one at least every year. But yeah, Genesee County had like the most dispensaries outside of Ann Arbor for a long ass time. But then like you get across Lansing had the Green Mile. But then once you got west of Lansing and shit, Muskegon was shutting everybody down. Fucking Grand Rapids never let anybody get started. Holland was kind of letting things go with fucking. There was that one place over here.
Pure West.
Yeah, Pure West. That fucking Bomber's been running forever, but he's never gotten legal. Oh, that's my phone. Sorry, I forgot to turn it on vibrate.
Oh, dang.
I'm a terrible human being.
I'm like, that's the typical ringtone that you'd hear. Right?
Yeah, man, my bad.
Somebody's going to be like, no, you just put that in there.
I forgot the number one rule of podcasting. It's not like I hosted a podcast for fucking 4 years or anything.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm a fucking stoner, man. What do you want from me?
Actually, you want to know what's funny is I didn't even put mine on silent, but I know nobody's going to call me.
It's just a debt collector calling me. It's Verizon calling to tell me that my fucking bills due. Like,
Dude, my phone, it's seriously like the means my phone rings. I'm like, who the fuck is calling me?
there is one
Holy
human being in
shit.
the world that actually calls me, and that's my father.
I was going to say, that must be my dad.
My girlfriend doesn't even call me unless she's driving and she needs to talk to me about something. Like, it's a rarity she calls me, but my father is literally like the only human being that I probably speak to on the phone on a regular basis.
Dude, my dad used.
Otherwise, it's debt collectors.
I'll text my dad once in a while. Most of the time it's calling, but he like used an emoji like a couple weeks ago. I was like, what the fuck is this?
When my mom first discovered emojis, it was the worst thing ever.
Oh,
And she's still terrible with it.
I'm like, dude, don't start. Whoa.
My dad doesn't really do it, but my mom is fucking bad.
It was like
about
a
it.
smiley face emoji or like not a smiley face. I don't know. It was like I don't know what it was, but I'm like, what the some sort of face. Like it wasn't like a peace sign or something yet. I'm like, whoa, let's not go there.
Wait till he sends you one of the fucking 100%.
Dude, that'll never fucking happen.
Your mind's gonna be
dude, my
fucking
dad,
blown.
No, dude. He's way too cynical. He won't do that. He won't do that. That won't happen. No way.
One of these days, it's just gonna come out of nowhere, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Did you have that with your dad?
Fuck no.
No.
My
No,
dad's
your
almost
just
65 years old.
Is he a fucking hard ass?
Nah,
No.
my dad is
He's like what?
my dad's chill. I mean,
Chill.
So like,
Yeah.
my dad and I had a weird relationship growing up because I was we're really similar. And so like I was the baby. I was a spoiled little kid, so we butted heads a lot.
Baby.
But then once I became a 20-something-year-old, like we became super tight, and like my dad is literally my best friend. Like I mean, any major decision in life, I always talk to him about first before I do anything. So
I have to say the same thing.
I have a weird relationship with my mom, but
not
like weird like Dr. Phil weird. I just don't like. My mom doesn't. You can't talk to her for like less than fucking 45 minutes at any time.
And then what?
And then you got to try to get off the phone. Like you spend forever trying to get off the phone. So like,
so we're
here's
you
a
guys
prime
live
example.
far away or something?
Nah, like I don't live that far away from him at all. Like I mean, I live on the other side of town from him, but like it's just like you call to talk to her and you're in for at least 30 minutes. Like I can call my dad. I could not talk to my dad for a week, which is rare anyway.
Yeah.
But like if I could not talk to him for a week, we could have a less than 10-minute conversation to get all pertinent information out, right?
Dude.
If I call my mom, bro, we're looking at least like I gotta fucking hunker down.
All right, you better already be on the couch.
Yeah,
Ready,
I'm just
you
like,
got-
all right, let's just get prepared for this.
You got the Doritos or whatever you're gonna need to get
because
you by.
like you
The
try
joint
at least
rolled.
you try at least 3 times to get off the phone, and she just
And then it rolls right into another thing.
you're like, all
Oh,
right.
how did I get here? Sometimes, right?
You try the all right, well, and then you get cut off trying to get the fucking I gotta go out. So then you wait till that's done.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, all right,
Yeah.
well, I gotta. So yeah, like I said, usually I just try to pass information through pops at this point in life, or I send text.
Yeah. So they still together. Then?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It'll
He's
be
like, yeah.
It'll be fucking 39.
It's like, yeah, my parents aren't divorced, bitch.
I mean, nah, for real. Like I feel like my father deserves to be a saint for putting up with my mother for 39 fucking years.
that is something to celebrate. I mean, it really is. Yeah.
The old man deserves a fucking sainthood.
He does. Damn metal.
But no, they'll be married 35 years or 35 years, 39 years in June. So yeah.
Hey, there you go. Holy shit.
Yeah.
There you go. Man, that's a rarity, though. That's a rarity.
Yeah, I mean, well, technically, I mean, they're second marriage for both, but we didn't.
You didn't make me spit. You
We didn't
make me
ask.
spit.
We didn't ask that part, but yeah, second marriage for both. But they made that one work for 39 years.
Yeah. Well, the fucking first one must have been quick, right? No, or was it? When you say your dad's like 65, right?
My dad's 65 and my mom is 69. My mom's older than my dad, so yeah, cradle robber.
So they were born in the 50s.
Yep. Boomers like a motherfucker.
Boomers. Yeah. Motherfucker boomer. It's like a motherfucker, dude. Yeah. What do they think about your music?
They've come to shows.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
My mom doesn't like my fucking foul language, and she yells at me all the time.
Yeah.
She also probably doesn't really appreciate some of my content, but
Right.
they're supportive parents.
Yeah. So they came.
They've come.
Has she like,
No,
has
they've
she,
come
like,
out.
grooved?
They've
Has
been-
she grooved or she stand there like, wow.
She likes like
Is
the
it-
she likes the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, she's come to. They're the first. They've been to. I mean, probably like a half dozen shows or so. No, probably more than that actually, because they came out like the first time I played at the Intersection. They've come to some pretty big shows.
Okay. So you play at the intersection?
Oh, the Stash.
Mustache?
Yeah, I played the Stash 3 times,
Dude,
4
that's
times, 4
fun
times.
as hell.
I've opened for 3 touring acts, and then I played there once with a bunch of. My first show was like a locals show.
Yeah,
Then
those shows are fun too. I've played there once. I went and saw Jessie there for their album release. Right?
I love the fucking the staff at the section. Like they treat everybody fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
dude, it's fucking awesome. It's a good time fucking playing there.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah, dude.
The back room was always like a bucket list thing that I know will never happen now. But I had at the time when I started getting to play the Stash, like I had Elevation on the list.
Yeah.
But then that
I've played all 3 and I like Stash the best.
Have
You get the nostalgia from the big room, but as a musician, you hear yourself best in the Stash.
Yeah, this
Okay, so for the technical side, like as far as
The big
hearing.
room, you can't really hear much, and Elevation, it's like
Yeah,
spotty
but
on the
when you
stage.
want to
Right.
play, man, you're still gonna want to play the Stash over the
Well,
big
no,
stage.
but I'm just saying, from somebody that's played them all 3, like I prefer the Stash.
Dang. So you've
I've never had a bad.
what's the other one that you played?
The main room and then Elevation, which is downstairs.
Oh, you did play Elevation.
Yeah, we played with Acacia Strain. Elevation.
Oh, okay, that was one. Okay. And then, well, what's they have 4, right?
The
Mid,
mid, but that's
but-
more like an acoustic kind of setup.
Is
yeah,
it
and
like
they
kinda like
barely ever even use that.
That would be great for
Yeah,
comedy, though. I feel like
Yeah.
it's like
Right?
150 cap. Like
They got tables and
kinda
chairs?
thing,
Yeah.
'Cause I think, weren't they using that for like a VIP room
I think
for,
so, yeah.
for
Why
Elevation
not?
for shows and shit?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
Why
I thought.
not?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure, dude. I'm sure
If you're not
once,
doing anything with it,
I'm sure once they get fucking the ball rolling again,
right?
on everything, like,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna take advantage of fucking every chance they can to get people in.
Has the intersection or like Chad or anybody like ever booked any comedy?
Yeah.
Has he?
They do the free beer and hot wings.
They've had
Okay, they do the free
They've
beer and
had
hot
like
wings.
some of the.
Yep.
I remember.
Okay, yeah, I think I do.
What the fuck was that? The dude that played Creed on The Office came and did like comedy,
Like stand up, I guess.
I'm
like
pretty sure they've
stand-up
had
comedy.
like stand up in at least in the
I mean,
stash.
I was gonna say the stash would be like perfect for
Yeah,
it, but
I'm
it's
pretty
one of those
sure-
things. Is it worth, starting everything up?
Right.
Comedy's already on weird nights, like we were talking about before. But if you could book somebody to come through, like a Jim Brewer or something,
Sure.
He's fucking hilarious. You probably get him to come through and play.
The problem
One
for
of
them, I
those
think, maybe
venues.
is like they're competing against like Dr. Grins
Right.
and.
Places that are known for comedy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right.
But I think it would be fucking awesome to do with like regional and
Something
especially
at
like
the
the
Mint.
Mint. Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
for
have
sure.
a venue that's maybe perfect for it, or you get your acoustic acts that come through.
Yep.
But your capacity's smaller, so it's kind of fit for comedy. I don't know, you brought up a good point there.
Yeah.
Fucking mind blown.
I don't remember.
So what do you think, man? So what do you think? You want to answer some questions?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. Here comes this motherfucker. Oh, damn.
God damn, you're just full of surprises.
Oh, damn. He gets to witness the questions section. All right. Hey, Jesse, you want to hit me with the intro to the questions?
Alright, everybody get ready for way too many questions.
All right. These are going to be rapid fire questions.
Oh, cool.
So,
Good thing I fucking smoked a bunch of joints and my brain's on fucking fire and on all
It's on fire
cylinders.
and all cylinders. What's your favorite food?
Steak.
What's your favorite color?
Green.
What is your biggest fear?
Death.
Death. Okay. What pisses you off the most?
Shitty drivers.
Shitty driver.
Especially shitty drivers that drive in the left lane on the highway.
I think I know the answer to this one, but drunk or high?
High.
Oh, yeah. One thing you'll never do again.
Drink with the members of Withhold the Blood.
Anal or vaginal?
Vaginal.
Eaten by zombies or suck 5 dicks in a row?
Eaten by zombies.
Would you rather be the smartest or strongest person?
Smartest.
Your house, her house, or neither when you lost virginity?
Her house.
How old were you?
14.
Why are you lying?
I'm not.
Are you sure? Fish sticks or fish fillets?
Fillets.
BK or McDonald's?
McDonald's. Used to be BK, but they've gone way downhill.
Yeah. Pepsi or Coke?
When I drank pop, Coke.
But
I don't drink pop anymore.
you don't drink pop.
Nope.
Okay.
Except for a 7 and 7 occasionally.
What do you think of garden gnomes?
They're weird.
Weird.
Weird as fuck.
Fucking creepy.
And
You're shipwrecked, but have all human needs. What 2 items do you want with you? So you have everything that you can to survive, right? But what other 2 items do you want?
weed and music.
Weed and music?
If I had everything else I need to survive, unless weed's included in the survival kit.
That's like the best one I've heard so far. It's probably like I don't even think anybody said weed.
I love how you go from the virgin question to the fish stick question, like back to back. Is that coincidental or what?
Bro, he looked at me so intently like I was fucking lying.
That's the thing. Yeah.
I was not breaking on that
He said that's
shit,
the
bro.
thing. Let's see. No, it's not. I jumped to. Wait a minute. Which question?
The one about where you lost your virginity, and then the next one's like, what's your favorite kind of fish food?
Oh yeah, it is right in line. Yeah, fish sticks or fish fillets.
And I have a question. Why don't you want to drink with us anymore, man?
I'll drink with you.
Yeah, because I don't drink much no more.
Yeah. You are the
We too
exception.
old for that shit.
You are the exception. But I will never drink with fucking Brandon again in my life. I'll drink with Jordan because he's a responsible-ish adult. And I can't fucking keep up with fucking Bob Ross. And I did lie because I was 15, not 14. I'm sorry. I was high as fuck.
Oh,
I was high as fuck, but I was 15.
Yeah, see, Brandon and Tyler are related. So that
She
makes
was
sense.
14.
The truth comes out.
She was 14. I was
The
15.
truth comes out.
My bad.
truth
The weed made me fucking say the wrong age. But no, Brandon,
He's a different breed.
yeah, bro, no.
No.
And like, I used to fucking drink with like the guys in fucking Dies who were drug addicts and fucking alcoholics at the time. And I don't want to fuck with y'all.
I'm going to take that as a compliment because...
For real. You should, because you know I love you guys.
If he was like the platform, like if you were going to be fucking that band, you had to top all the things that they did. So
Where the hell
take that
Josh
as a
go?
major compliment. I think he went to get his beer out of the car. Or something.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, you definitely should because I mean I hold fucking Iffy in the highest regard. Those guys fucking without that band, I would have never got into hip hop. Like as a performer, not listening to hip hop. But without Iffy, I would have never started performing because without Dane already doing hip hop at the time and pushing me to do it, like I never had the confidence in myself to be a performer ever.
Right.
And it took my friend who I respected the fuck out of and had watched go from sitting on the drums and being a fucking badass drummer to now being a fucking really good and a pretty respected rapper telling me, you know, you can do this, man. Just like do it. And without If He Dies, He Dies, I would have never gotten to this point. So like,
Right.
I owe a lot to that band and to Dane in particular. So
Well, we got a fucking dude sitting over here.
I know. I told him he's got a seat over there, but
Yeah.
where you at? Come here.
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah.
We knew if we told you first, you wouldn't come.
Yeah. Yep. This motherfucker over here. He come prepared anyways. Look at his get up. He's like, I know I'm gonna appear on camera. I better be looking fly.
Joshua Rosalas never goes out in public without looking fly as fuck.
Woo! Just be a little careful. We got the tripod there and shit.
I
can slide over a little bit.
Yep,
There
I
we
got
go.
you, brother.
Do I need to adjust his camera a little bit, Jesse, or no?
No, it looks like it's gonna be good if it stays where it's
Okay.
at.
Yeah, you can bend that over a little bit more.
God damn it, it's good to see you, man.
We've got another local
Legend.
The legend,
legend.
himself.
Oh, the
Fucking
legend himself.
legend.
I feel honored and graced.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. Jesse, do you want to click the number,
Yep.
his mic on over there, that he can then pull it up to however he feels comfortable?
I'm good.
God damn.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? It's good to see you.
It is good.
This is
Is
fucking-
smoking too? Is everybody smoking?
Everybody's smoking. Dude,
Thanks for
we've been smoking because you know how I fucking roll. But now that you're here in the circle, I'm gonna fucking roll another one.
Hey, I forgot my smoke out there.
Jesse warned you, dude.
He's like, I'm gonna roll. another
You remember the episode where you got super drunk on wine? Well, this is
Oh,
like the
dude.
same thing, but
Dude, that was
fucking
terrible.
Weed.
That was terrible. I never really drank wine before, ever. And I pre-gamed before that episode.
No, man.
I was drinking some Mas Agaves, and I'm like, because I had him drink some, and he's like, no, I don't like it. And I'm like, fuck you. So I drank it that one too. But dude, this is like for me, this is one of those things you'd only see in a movie. Because first of all, this guy right here, I would like be driving to work, right? And I'd always stop at not always, but there's like quite a few times where I stopped at this gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was J&H gas
Oh,
station.
yeah. He was the legend.
The legend.
Fuck that place. Yeah.
Whatever though. Dude.
Fuck that
Dude, I love
place.
it, dude.
Fuck
What
that
about it?
place.
I love my
But-
customers.
But
Yeah.
you were fucking.
Yeah.
People came to see you there.
So I would walk in this place and I'd like just get my like fucking Diet Dew or whatever I needed for the fucking road trip. And then I'd like see this dude there. And then there'd be like this little card up there that's like a little inspirational message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And then like I was like, all right, dude. Like this dude was like had a good attitude. Like a lot of times, like I'd leave that store and be like, all right, dude.
Well, that was
Fuck
the whole
this.
point, though, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I worked third shift, and I saw the people that came in from 6 to 8, right? So if people were going to start their day, and I've been in gas stations when you walk in and people are all like, oh, have a good day. Oh, blah. Nah, fuck that, dude. Like, I'm going to make sure when you leave, your day is started off correctly, dude. That's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Nah, and even outside of like just posting like the pictures of your cards, or like when you would post the pictures of the sunrise and shit, like I would see that shit when I would wake up in the morning because I was a first shifter, getting up and scrolling through my phone, and that was like always like one of the first. And yeah, that shit would make you feel happy. You're like, all right, cool.
Do you ever remember when Jesse and I would compete with the sunset?
I was gonna say the sunrise was a battle. That was no enjoyment for
That
you.
was a battle.
That was a battle where we would get up in the morning and figure out how we were gonna one up each other. And I wouldn't even be to work yet, and he'd already be posting. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
That's because this motherfucker's out there smoking, and he's like, "Oh, sun's coming up."
Dude, it was perfect timing. Like,
Dude, he'd be taking a picture of like light poles, trying to say, "Look at the sun." I'm like, "That's a light, motherfucker."
He had to get pictures up so he could fucking throw them at Aaron and tell him he owed him $10.
Right.
Fuck that bitch, dude. I hate that, dude. God, I hate that, dude. Every time you
Dude,
streaming, like
I'm gonna go
whatever,
open a
dude.
window. This is the first time I've ever had to do that, but I'm going to do it. I already told Jesse I was like, I'm gonna have to crack a
Good, 'cause I have to
window.
grab a smoke. Like we haven't even started.
Say, I don't know.
Crack that window. I mean, I came here to do two things: podcast and smoke weed, and you threw a third thing, and that was a reunion with my friends.
The super fucking surprise show.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Jesse walked in, and I fucking about fell over, and then I just happened to look over and see you, and Jesus Christ.
The bros just took over the podcast. That's all.
See, hey, I really didn't expect to sit here, dude. Like this is all about you. This is your thing.
Nah, man, I'm happy to share this
I was
with
just
you.
here to smoke and see you and tell you I love you.
I love you. Happy early birthday.
Oh, hey, thanks, man. You know, you could go happy late birthday and be the last motherfucker.
I got it, I
to say
think.
for the year.
Yeah, right? Yeah. We got the whole clip this time.
Well, here. There you go. Happy birthday. Did I miss your birthday?
No, I mean, probably not.
Probably.
So you got a pair of headphones over there too.
Yeah,
that you
put
can
them bitches on,
Yeah.
man.
Put them
Be
bitches on,
official.
man. Be official, dude.
Dude, like this is.
It's like Leia.
I've been fortunate enough to see this gentleman a couple times during the pandemic, but this is the first time I've been in the same room with two people I fucking genuinely love in a long time. Like I mean, this is the first time I've seen Jesse since fucking probably 2019.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Probably a show or something.
Yeah,
like that.
show right before the pandemic, and like I said,
19.
well, yeah, I mean, 2020 was shut down, and I haven't seen Jesse
No, I haven't
that
done
whole
shit.
time.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I haven't
I've
done
seen you a couple
shit.
times because
Fuck that
I
mean.
stopped to see you, and you were in Muskegon and stopped to see me, but so like I haven't been in the same room with these two hanging out in fucking forever. So it's like,
Right.
May I use this?
Use the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
See, back
Yeah, I
when
cleaned the whole thing.
when
man.
we talk about like
For
the
sure.
Muskegon, like 2012 through 15, like we seen each other every fucking
Unless
weekend.
you want to
Every
use a
fucking
magazine,
weekend,
you
man.
can
There
use
were
that if
shows,
you
there was
want.
something going
yeah,
on.
if you were
You can use the
playing a
table.
show, you were going to see your friends play a show. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I got introduced to Jesse and Tyler outside of the back patio of Crickets one night by Jennifer Riggs. And I don't remember if you guys were even playing that night, if you guys were just there or whatever,
Yeah,
but
who
we
knows?
were just outside hanging out, and like I came outside and I had seen Withhold the Blood play, and I knew who the guys were because my caregiver old brother was in their band. Or younger
Oh,
brother.
Justin.
Justin,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep. our first guitar.
Yeah,
player.
their first guitar player was related. So like that was my connection to knowing who Withhold the Blood was. I was like, oh, and then like I saw them play and really liked it and whatever, you know, from then on. But like Jennifer Riggs introduced me and Jesse and Tyler to each other, and like we became fucking fast friends. And like
So how did the fucking J-Mafia start?
that guy right there.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so
Dude, it really made me laugh because, like, I really just listen, dude.
Listen, dude.
Like, I'm an egomaniac, so you just have to deal with that. Like, it really is terrible. But like, I noticed that there were a lot of influential people that came from Michigan, and they always seemed to have their hands in every little thing that was going on in the scene somehow.
Put that mic a little bit closer to you.
Somehow, some way.
You can move it around. Yeah.
I don't know.
There you go, bro.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Shit.
All right, cool.
Man, we're flexible.
So, and it just happened. I noticed that the people that were influential, somehow, I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know, dude. It was terrible. And I was like, oh, these people are fucking important. And that's just how it is. And you're going to fucking deal with it. And I hate to say this, and I'm going to tell everyone right now, I'm not wrong. Tell me I'm not. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, that's exactly what I'm trying to say, dude. And that's just how it goes, dude. So who is it? It's you, Jesse, me, Justin, and then James. Oh, damn, dude.
Oh, Slevin.
Slevs.
Justin.
Don't forget Mayhan. He'll cry about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, you see, I always say that he sends a proxy, and I guess he could send his son Jesse. Like that would fucking work.
It's true. He could send. Yeah, Mayhem will cry if we leave him out.
We love you, Mayhan, but we don't want you to cry.
No, we never want you to cry.
I love you. We all love you. Come on.
Alls I know was funny. You want to know what's really funny? Because you probably don't. I don't even know if you commented on that, but he's like, you should have J-Mafia on.
Oh, I saw it.
You did?
I did. I was gonna bring it up when I
It was fucking hilarious,
dude. I
bro.
was literally going to bring it up today. Like
I was like, okay. I was like, is this an author or something? And I'm like, I look it up, bro. And I sent Jesse the link. I was like, this is what J-Mafia was when it came out back. It was some like gangster novel
And tell me it
written by some chick.
They're
Did you see it?
we're dope.
we are.
I'm sorry. Like,
I'm like,
you want this on
who
your
the
show,
fuck?
dude. Like,
I'm like, who the fuck is J-Mafia?
oh my god, dude. And like Justin coming over.
Dude, let me tell you about like the first time I really like I knew who Justin was and we were friends online and stuff, and I had seen him. Jesse, what band was he in before he was in ASL? Or ASM, I mean.
I don't even know, honestly, because the first time I ever seen him, he was doing vocals with Bury the Silence at Crickets.
Okay.
And he wasn't in a band at that time. He was just
Oh,
doing metal
really?
rock, bro.
There was
Oh, he did
somebody,
vocals for them?
Yeah, for a little bit.
No, not for them, but he would like come up and do like a guest feature.
Correct.
Yeah.
He was in
Okay.
he was in some other band before he joined ASM, but I'd seen them once at Crickets and then he joined them or whatever. But then I stopped out to a show at Pope's Pub. I had played
You see, it's like you said, it's a shithole, but fucking all of a sudden, there's like, how many times has it came up?
I played 5 times I played this fast. I forgot one. So I played this.
You're not
this
wrong, dude.
Show.
Dude, it's like if everybody's fucking played that.
I fucking rolled
Everybody's
back.
played the shithole.
I rolled back. I stop in there, whatever. So I'm walking into the bathroom, and Justin's fucking piss ass drunk. Like he's falling all over the place, and like I don't think the dude knows who I am or anything like that.
Right.
So like I'm just gonna go walk to the urinal, and he looks up and sees me, and he just goes, Biffy! And he just fucking like comes at me, and I'm like, what's the fuck's gonna happen? And he like hugged me, and we fucking been boys ever since. I got him high as shit at a concert, and he fucking he passed out.
You gonna join the J-Mafia?
He became.
It just becomes like that one
If
thing.
he
put it.
puts you, he fucking runs the shit.
He
so.
put it together. He was like, yo, he was all high one night. He's like, yo, Listen, all of us hang out together all the time, and all of us have Jay.
Yeah, I mean, Justin just is the one outlier because he lives.
What the fuck is going on over there, Jesse?
It ain't me.
Is it the toilet?
I think so.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Did
I
it
thought
stop?
someone was hitting a bong. I was like, wait a minute.
It did sound like a bong. I was
Nah.
like, I'm looking over at this dude over
Nope.
here. I'm like,
The peak's
"Gosh,
right
what the
there.
fuck
I ain't
is
hitting
going
shit."
on, man.
I think we're good now.
Yeah. It does that once in a while, but it's never happened during the podcast.
Yeah, it has, but not like that.
Oh, really?
There it goes again.
She must be doing laundry.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm glad it happens during this podcast. That's fucking hilarious. Meanwhile, my toilet out there just.
fucking laughing for 20 minutes. Like, what are we watching?
Oh yeah, it does do that every once in a while when you do laundry. I don't know why, but I mean, it doesn't affect anything, so it's just like, don't rock the boat.
It's just the perfect time for that to happen. When
Yeah, it's just
everybody's high
perfect.
As fuck.
Seriously, this is gonna be like, I don't know, 37. I don't know what it is, but out of all of them, that's the first time that's ever happened. So
I'm glad I was here for it.
Hell yeah, dude! You're here for the toilet gurgle.
I'm glad fucking Volume 1 was here for it.
And we already opened up the window. That was a
So who's volume 2?
Listen, you want to hear the story?
No.
Dude, it's a long story. This is what I was afraid of, though. I came up here just to visit. I don't want to take over.
Bro,
we've been Josh show.
We've been going.
Yeah, the Josh Show.
Like,
The Josh Show.
okay, I'll condense it down as fast as I can, dude. All right, here we go. My name is Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas. I have a son, and I named him Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas as well. Now, you know how they have like junior and senior, and they have like the first, the second, and the third.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
not me. I legally named my son Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas, capital V, little O, little L, dot, capital I, which is Volume 2.
Oh.
Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas, Volume 2, which makes me Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas, Volume 1. Now,
Legally?
listen, when
Listen.
you know, after you have
Stop. Collaborate. And
dude,
listen.
dude, it gets fucked up, dude. You know the lady, after you have the baby, the lady comes down and they, what's the name, blah, 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 they sign this, sign that.
Mm-hmm.
I told this bitch this fucking, look, I'm not trying to be like, fuck, look, I told this bitch what the scoop was, okay, this is what we're going to name
Here's the
our
scoop,
son.
poop.
And she was like, well, I'm not doing that. And I did one of those neck things, and I was like, look, I said, if I want to name my kid Pussy Fart, that's what the fuck I'm going to name my kid. And I was really rude about it because I was really upset, okay?
Right. That's why you said pussy
You're
fart.
you're a changed man.
Dude, I really have grown.
Yeah.
You're a changed
I
man.
really have grown.
Yes.
And so
I will.
I said,
attest
I'm
to
not,
that.
I'm not signing anything. I'm not going to sign anything. I'm not going to, my kid doesn't have a name. We're not leaving. We're not doing anything until I get my way. So the next day, somebody from the head of the hospital comes down, explain the same situation, same result. The next day, somebody from the county comes in and talks to me, explain the situation, same result. Later that same day, all of a sudden I get a phone in the hospital room, and it's this dude from Lansing. This dude from Lansing goes, hey, you're pretty much the talk of the office around here. What is going on over there? And I said, look, here's a scoop with my kid's name. I said, it follows a pattern. It's not vulgar. I don't understand what the problem is. It's just new, and people don't accept new. I said, that's all it is. And this guy, he takes 15, 20 seconds of silence on the fucking phone. And that's a long ass time, right? And I
That
was
is a
like,
really long time.
dude, and I was like, are you still there?
That's where you can hear breathing.
Dude, and I just wanted to make sure he was collecting
like-
everything. Dude, no breathing. Just, are we still?
Did I get disconnected? Sir?
He starts laughing and he goes, well, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. And I said, exactly. I said, I don't understand what's going on with this. And he goes, give me a little bit. Not a problem. Like a half hour goes by, dude. That fucking first bitch had to come back down, dude. And she had to fill it all out. Yeah. Eat my shit, dude.
Eat your fucking bowl of crow soup.
So now my son, he's older, and he's always said that when he grows up, if he has a son, he wants to have a Joshua Boyd Charles Rosalas, Volume 3.
Volume 3.
The legacy
Dude,
lives
the
on.
legacy lives on.
Isn't that dope?
Yeah, dude. Well, why can't you just go get it legally done for yourself?
It costs money, dude.
How much?
I don't know.
How much does it cost? Hey, Jesse, look up. How much does it cost to legally change your name?
Dude, it would just have
You
to
can
be
do it. People do it
a
all the
suffix,
time.
right? It's just a suffix. I don't
Yeah.
understand why.
Yeah, it's just
I don't have to
suffix.
pay to put a senior on. I don't have to pay to put a senior
No.
or a.
Couldn't you just go to like when you get your driver's license, just say volume, just put V1?
I don't want to make an issue, and I know
What is
there's
what is
gonna be an-
V1 actually in Roman numerals?
$175.
Huh?
$175.
Oh, that's GoFundMe.
No,
Dude,
I don't like
I'll-
GoFundMes,
Dude,
dude.
$5?
I don't like,
Yeah, I know
I
it is
know.
fucking gay, dude. Fuck that, dude. We're not doing that.
but
We're
whatever.
not doing that.
As long as he is, it's legit. I'm straight. I'm good.
We're not doing it.
I'm good. V1.
V1 always. That is so cool, though. I mean, with the whole story, you get the whole backstory here. What do you got here?
This is an electronic dab rig.
What the fuck is that?
The future.
I know.
The
dude.
future is here.
So a torch. Dab rig. You have a torch. And,
No.
Well, I know. I mean, I figured you'd seen on the internet.
I have on the interwebs.
Right. So I don't need a torch. I just hit a button and this heats it up, and then I smoke it when it vibrates here in a moment.
What it vibrates.
I'm excited.
Vibrations. Electronic dab rig. See, most people they have like the big old torch, and it's like doesn't seem convenient to do the whole torch
So I
thing.
bought 2 of these because this one travels with me.
It's like, let me see that dab rig. So what are we drinking here? So
Hey.
what are we drinking here?
We should roll you something up just so you have something.
No,
Yeah.
it's session mode, so it'll stay heat.
See, when we had the other setup, when we had the table here, I sat there and it was way more accessible to pass it around. But then once we had this one, we're like, fuck. I was like, I don't know. So I thought about, one of those things that, like when you can't reach stuff, the little,
A little grabber thing.
the grabber thingies.
Yeah,
Yeah. I just thought of that today. I was like, what if we had a little grabber thing you just put on there? Dude, reach it out?
I'll get you a proper one, Jesse.
A proper one?
We need one of those fucking robots from one of those 80s movies.
Right.
Like,
R2D2 or something.
yeah, something like that. There was
Oh,
another 80s
dude.
one, like Space Camp or some shit, and they had some
Space
weird
Camp.
ass fucking
about-
robot. Roby or something.
What about
I
the
don't know.
OG robot fucking from Rocky 4?
Oh my God. Happy birthday, Rocky.
But even just like the little robo vacuum ones, like you're like just like boop.
Dude, I saw some shit today where some dude
What?
made some contraption where he put a gun on top of his Roomba, and every time it bumped into somebody, it shot. I was like, yeah.
Damn.
Clean and kill.
Clean and fatality.
Multi-purpose.
So did either of you watch the Mortal Kombat yet?
Yep.
Nope.
I haven't watched it yet either.
I
haven't
did.
either.
I smoked a 7-gram joint and watched it.
Damn.
When it vibrates,
How
and
was
it's
it?
ready.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
you got 3 of us here that haven't watched it. You watched it.
I mean, so don't go in expecting fucking an Oscar fucking
Whoa, it's
script.
fucking Mortal Kombat.
But I mean, like, the action's good. The acting's not great. The story's okay. I mean, the story's
Do they have
decent.
is there a big name actor in it? I don't even know that at all.
I don't think so. I mean, not
No.
really.
But you don't really need one from Mortal Kombat. That's everyone is calling for that.
There wasn't, like,
what's his
a-
name? Ryan Gosling or
Didn't
who
they
fuck
bring the
is he?
original Shang Tsung?
To play Cage or some shit, dude?
The
I
guy
don't
from
think so.
fucking
No?
yeah,
I think it's a younger guy.
Deadpool that played
Ryan
him.
Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Wow.
I did see that shit.
Do they look like in real life or no? Why did I say?
I love
Gosling?
Ryan Reynolds, dude. Oh yeah, I can see that though. I can see how you can.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think there was anybody like super huge actor in this one. Not like the original where they had fucking David
Yeah, they're calling for him to
Carradine,
be Luke or fucking Cage or whatever the fuck.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, there's also
Luke.
been the game creator David Boone was calling
David
for who was it? Somebody
Daniel Boone.
Somebody from the
Yeah.
WWE.
Dude,
The Miz, that's who it was.
The Miz.
Yeah, he said he wanted The Miz to play
The
him.
most arrogant guy.
Remember when that dude was on The Real World?
Yeah,
I
do.
know, right?
Hell no.
What the fuck, man?
He was like just a drunk
Dude, that was
alcoholic
like-
throwing people like around like he was a wrestler
Yeah,
back then.
He was an asshole.
That was like my introduction to like fucking like reality TV right
Yeah,
there. Like
I think that was, like-
I
I
think
think that was,
Road Rules was the
Dude, I
first one
wanted to be on
watched.
that show so bad.
Which one?
Either one of them. When
Either
I was
one of
growing
them?
Up, dude. Like that was
Road
my dream,
Rules was more
like,
fun
be
to
on one of
watch.
those shows.
I
Because it
think-
seemed like it had more of a point to it.
I think our age group, that was
Like they had
like
challenges and
all
shit.
of our introductions to fucking
Right? Isn't it?
reality. Like between real.
Then Big
Real
Brother
World
came
and
around. You
Real
remember that
Rules.
one?
Yeah, Big Brother.
Yeah.
Big Brother. I didn't really
Real
watch
World.
a lot of that one.
Like,
But yeah,
that was half
Real
the
World
reason-
and
When
Road Rules.
fucking Puck put his finger in the peanut butter.
That was half the reason I subscribed to Paramount Plus because they had a bunch of the old seasons of Real World. On
Does
And
it?
Homeboy
Yeah.
had, what do you get? HIV?
Really?
Who?
Pedro.
Pedro. That's
No,
right.
dude, I don't
That's
know
it.
any of this shit. I
Hey,
just
and
remember
then Judd
watching some
Wyneck
of it,
ended
like,
up becoming
what?
a
How old are you?
comic book
I
writer.
am 30.
Okay. Right. So I'm
Yeah.
Lotto. So like.
Yeah, you were older during it.
He's a little bit older.
I'm
Yeah.
the oldest.
So,
Yeah, he's
but yeah, that's like
My
yeah,
bad.
that
Yeah, he's the oldest.
That's like when the
Yeah,
real. I was
everybody.
like
He's the eldest.
younger. I was like 8, 9 when Real World started. You know what I mean? So like,
Right.
I remember that. That was like shit moments, I guess, that get embedded into your brain.
Was it?
It was good.
89?
It was good.
No, it
Say
wasn't like
the-
89. I said I was like 8 or 9.
Oh,
I think,
I
or
thought you said
maybe 7.
89. I'm like,
no,
what?
fuck no,
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 fuck
no,
no.
no.
It was
like late
It
90s.
was like
Yeah,
90,
late, yeah.
90. I think it was like early 90s.
What?
Yeah.
All right, look it up, Jesse.
I was gonna say,
Jesse's,
we
Jesse's
have
got
this
the. Jesse's
thing.
got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Jesse's got it.
All
Don't
knowledge
worry,
on
Biffy.
Earth.
Don't worry, Biffy. Biffy, don't stress yourself out. Don't stress. Don't stress. Don't stress yourself.
It might even been
Damn.
91 or 92.
Yeah, 92 is when
Was
the Real
it?
World started.
What?
Yeah, bro.
That was close. 89. That
We
was
were just
close.
too young
Yeah,
to
that is
remember.
So I
close.
was,
That
I
is
was like,
close.
I was like
That
8.
is close.
I turned,
Road Rules was 95.
I turned 10 in 93, so I was like 7 or 8, I guess. Yeah.
I would have been.
So
10.
pivotal moments of fucking growing up embedded into your fucking head. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the OJ
Yeah.
chase and shit like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
the slow chase.
That was crazy. No.
The slow chase. The very slow.
Dude, I was in civics class, and our teacher was done by a high school football coach, right?
Really?
And they were doing the verdict, and he stopped the fucking class because we had TVs in our room, and he's like, "We gotta watch it. It's fucking history."
I was in like 6th grade math
was
class
like,
watching the fucking verdict.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, I remember he had the news on. For me, it was the Trade Center.
Yeah, we had it.
Then
I was a senior in high
yep.
school that year.
I was like, what the hell
Hey,
is going
I'm not trying to be
on?
morbid or nothing, but if you want to hear a good fucking podcast, I guess, and I hate to do that, is Howard Stern's broadcast from that morning.
Yeah.
He's actually doing some real shit, and all of a sudden, bam, that you can really see the from start to finish human emotion and human wonderment, and it's crazy because they joke about it at first, and then all of a sudden they start wondering, and then it becomes fucking real.
Yeah.
And, like you see everything.
No, I remember like KLQ kept Howard on that day. Like,
And they kept asking Howard.
yeah, they just left it to him and like didn't cut away or anything.
He
Just let
said,
him-
he
yeah.
goes, I think it's best right now that I stay on because a lot of people are listening. We don't know if TVs are working.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you the information that I have right. I mean, like, it's really a powerful fucking.
That shit was crazy.
It's on YouTube. Check it out.
Dang.
That's crazy because I listen to it all the time. I watch it all the time. Like, I don't know why. I'll type in United States disasters and watch a Challenger explode.
Dude, I'm the same way, dude.
Fucking-
I'll do like hood
the
shootings.
tsunami. Yeah, absolutely.
Shootings.
Fuck yes, dude. And it's terrible. I'm
It is
like
very terrible.
drinking my
Car
coffee, smoking,
accidents.
playing the game.
Well, like, yeah, like, it's like everybody remembers like going to like rotten.com or something like that. You're like looking up all the shit. You're like, what the fuck? Is this real?
That's old
Is this
school.
really real? You know, like, whoa. And then, yeah, it's like, I don't know what kind of rush it is, but it's just like, it's just wanting, I don't know.
Thanks, man.
It's
It's,
so
it's
good.
like wanting to know, I guess, what it looks like
Yeah.
or what it
So
is.
it's just a natural.
The shock factor.
There's a shock factor to it.
I want to know
But
about a
also,
life
like,
I would never live.
It's
dude.
like
that.
It's like a car crash or a train wreck. You know what I mean? Like people don't. You can't look away. Like you.
There's also some
It's just
sort
like
of
human
like
curiosity.
curiosity, discovery, like just like I don't know, like just want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
lose
don't-
friends because of this fucking show.
Well, I guess we all are then.
I was like, yeah, something 86. I remember that. I remember the last 2 digits were 86. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see soon.
Yeah.
Just
I
do
don't
like,
know.
no, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I would chill for a second. All right.
No, there was a time at like a fucking East Middle School here in Holland. I remember there was a time we could still get on Rotten.com at the school.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
You went to East Middle?
Yeah.
Did they still have the
I swear,
fucking
man.
stoplights in the red, yellow, green?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yes, they did.
Yeah, they
Look,
did.
can I tell you a crazy fact?
What?
I was the class that was the last class at EE fell. We went halfway through across the street from the Shell station. It's now the retirement home,
Okay.
kitty corner from Family Dollar.
Okay.
Okay. And then we switched over to West Middle for the half year. And then the following year, we ended up splitting East-West.
I'm still not even sure where, like, oh no, West Middle. Okay. West Middle is over.
24th.
Yep. And
East Middle is
24th and
24th. Where's the
Ottawa?
high school? Take a guess where the high school is. How about motherfucking 24?
yeah.
That's insane. That goes to you, buddy.
No, it's your. Oh, no.
Oh no.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, I keep screwing it up.
You're fine.
No, we got you.
So, no, 24th in Ottawa or whatever, right over there.
Yeah, that back area by the track and shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I take my daughter over there. Okay. Yeah. Well, I never knew as a kid where exactly like where West was. I didn't care.
Dude,
I just went to East Middle, and I'm just like, yep, whatever, dude.
Where do you want to go in Holland? I'll tell you right now.
I barely came to Holland growing up ever.
Same.
Dude,
I barely
well,
went
we
to
were
the
the
ski.
type where it was like,
Barely went to the ski.
where it was like
did?
there was a time we lived on
So glad I did.
I'm glad you did too.
28th, and I don't know, it was over by Longfellow somewhere, where Longfellow used to be, because that's the elementary I went to.
Yeah, they started fucking up all the schools around here.
Yeah,
all the
dude.
memories. All the memories.
I know.
I went to Washington. They fucked that shit up too.
Fucking, I remember the days where, like, you know, the janitor or whatever would come out on the top of the gym, and then he'd like throw down all the balls that like everybody kicked over onto the ceiling and shit. You ever had that at any of your schools?
I don't remember that, but that's fucking
Bro,
cool.
but you know what Longfellow looks like, right?
I've
Right, Barry?
no, fuck Longfellow. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm Washington.
Bro, you
Polite.
said-
like fuck Longfellow.
Do you
and
know what it looks
Jefferson
like?
And the Heights.
Do you
Eat
know
a
what
dick.
it looks like, bro? You said you know Holland like the back of your hand. You know where the Admiral
yeah,
is?
yeah.
Okay, you know where the big gym that
Yep.
right there? Okay, well, the janitor
right
would
up front. Yeah.
Yep, he'd go up there and like all those assholes that would kick it all the way up there on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd go up there and he'd throw them all down. It's like a rain, and like everybody's like, "Yeah, we all get one again." Like, fuck y'all, dude. We got enough for fucking Foursquare now. We got all this shit. Yeah, dude.
Fucking
You know what I
somebody
just
comes
realized
along
too?
and kicks
That
them all
fucking
back up.
school is right on 24th too. That's fucking crazy. I
Bro.
just realized that too.
Yeah, I lived
That's nuts.
right there. I lived right down
I
the
keep
street.
breaking
from
up weed,
Longfellow.
but we don't keep smoking enough. I don't understand.
I don't know.
I'm just here, bro. You know how I roll.
I need papers or
Just-
how do those work? I need these things. Thank you, sir.
You know?
Shut the fuck up.
You all right, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good, man.
I don't know. I was about to break into an ESPN update.
Oh, all right. All right, cool. Give me something.
No, I
Hey,
don't.
anybody
What do we
here into
have?
football?
What do we have? Any of you guys Lions fans?
Hey, I was just gonna say.
I mean, yes.
Are you a
I'm
football-
I live in
Are
Michigan,
you
so-
Lions fan by association because you live in Michigan?
I'm a Lions fan.
No.
You're a Lions fan?
I'm a Lions fan, but I'm not like,
Right?
I'm not over fucking expectation.
What did you think
Lions
of the?
fan.
What, do you know anything about the
Yeah,
draft?
I paid attention.
Oh, you watched the draft.
No, I didn't watch the draft. I watched what the
I
updates
did.
of ESPN told me of our draft picks because I was
Okay,
working.
right.
But yes,
Yeah.
I thought that the Lions did a good job of drafting some needs. I wish that they would have drafted a wide receiver a couple rounds earlier.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Outside of that, I thought they did a fucking good job.
Yeah.
I mean, the offensive
Who
tackle
would you
was
have replaced for the wide receiver?
I would have taken a wide receiver in the second or the third or earlier in the third at the latest.
Look, I like their draft, but I really think that you're right. They could have gotten a wide receiver in the first fucking round over Homeboy, but I mean, it's hard to pass up Homeboy.
You need the
Correct.
offensive line,
But you
better.
still could
But
get another
yeah, you
offensive
do.
in the second.
But here's the thing.
Nah.
The thing is like
Fuck
with
it.
their history,
I think it was a
love
good
the
change of
draft.
pace.
it was a great. I think it was a good change of pace. The
It
only
was
they
like, okay,
started
they're
building
thinking.
that
the
foundation.
only reason I think they needed to take a
Yeah.
wide receiver earlier is because what do we have?
Fuck it.
But what do we have?
Hawkinson.
Goff needs
Yep.
Goff needs people that can fucking break.
Yeah, you
that's how
do.
that's how he throws. Stafford can fucking make whatever could have made whatever happen with what he's had.
What
But
do you want to gamble on? Do you want to gamble on a fucking
don't
signing
know.
one of these late round wide receivers and just fucking being like, all right, just burn him? Or do you want to gamble on your offensive line with
No,
Goff,
I agree.
who's already used to kind of, needing one?
No, I absolutely agree. The first round we definitely needed that offensive tackle.
Yeah.
I'm saying second, one of the defensive tackle picks that we had,
Yeah.
we could have taken a wide
But
receiver.
now we got like a new fucking regime coming in,
Sure,
with new coach.
but
and
you
he's
could
like,
you
"Oh,
could have
we need
taken
to
you could take
adjust
one
the
offense. We need
defense.
the defensive line help.
We need to adjust the
1,000%.
defense.
We need pass rush and we need defensive line help. That was no fucking lie. And the inside linebacker.
Do we need
situation.
help everywhere?
But we should have taken a wide receiver with one of those defensive line picks. That's
Yeah.
the only gripe I really have.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I think the draft was perfect for addressing needs. I have no expectations of them doing shit this year.
Hell no.
Because we have no fucking wide receivers.
You're not wrong.
As someone who's not a Lions fan, I think it was a horrible first round pick because, no, don't get me wrong, he's a great player, but who's he blocking for? You don't have a good quarterback. You don't have a good running back. Like even with a great line, Goff is a subpar quarterback. I'm sorry.
No, but
Yeah,
Goff's not
yeah.
the future. Here's the thing,
But,
though.
and you know what
pick
the
up
major
He's a
fuck up
bridge
is, though? The
quarterback.
major fuck up is they let a contender in the division get Justin Fields.
Yeah, but
Chicago
Justin
now
Fields
has
is
a
gonna be
quarterback.
garbage.
No, he isn't. You watch.
Yes, he is. Dude, name me the last Ohio State quarterback that was good in the NFL.
That's
I'll
they're
wait.
due. It's due. It's gonna
Right.
happen.
I'll wait.
I feel like
Who?
Fields is gonna be good in
No.
Chicago.
And the people felt like Terrell Pryor was going to be good in the NFL.
Yeah.
People thought he's not an OSU quarterback, but people thought Jamarcus Russell was going to be great in the NFL.
Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins. I mean,
Even if you didn't get Fields, you had Wilson. There was quite a few players you could have went with. I don't.
But here's the thing,
like
though.
any other position, you can be like, all right, look at what he did this year. Their stats.
If they
How
had-
do you grade an offensive lineman? Even if he does great, he's got four other assholes he's got to rely on.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
sure.
Yeah.
But if you have the opportunity to get Trevor Lawrence or another quarterback that's going to make a difference, go for it. But if you
Well,
can
yeah.
if you can update the offensive line, you're still going to suck, so you're still going to get a good pick next year.
Didn't they?
Then
what
you
what
get
round
Mark.
did they
What are you
take
talking
Decker?
about?
Wasn't that first round too? Was that? I think that was the first round pick, wasn't it?
Taylor Decker.
Taylor
Yeah.
Decker, I don't think it was a first round.
No. Man, look it up, Risley. Yeah, he's already.
Yeah, I
out.
could be fucking
He's
wrong,
already out.
man.
Dude, no, I think that guy was a first. Maybe he was a second. I don't know. But I remember. I thought. I
the
thought I
last-
remember him being like a big time.
I thought
pick.
fucking Sakis
But-
was the
First
last
round,
first round.
2016.
Was he really?
First round.
He's like, was he really? Yeah, that's right.
I thought Sakis was the last fucking wasteful first round.
Who?
Jeff Sakis.
Jeff Sakis.
Backus.
Oh, Backus.
Yeah, Jeff Jeff
Did he say
Sakis.
Sakis?
Bro, if
Bro, did he
you're
say
you're a
Sakis?
Lions fan and you've never heard Jeff Sakis
Jeff Sakis.
because he let fucking
Oh, Backus,
every
yeah.
goddamn
Now I
quarterback
know.
get murdered.
You want to know how I know his name? Madden.
Joey Harrington.
Charles
Oh,
Rogers.
Harrington. The fucking.
Yeah, old heartbeat. Honestly,
Dude.
like I am a Lions fan, but I don't care about the NFL enough. I only the only reason I really pay attention is because I'm fucking trying to win money in fantasy football for my friends. Like that's legit. That's fucking legit. Like I don't give a shit about the NFL. I don't watch the Lions every Sunday because I don't like getting upset. I'm already upset enough in my fantasy team. So I just fucking pay $10 a month, get the red zone, watch every goddamn touchdown, and just make sure to see if my players score.
Right.
And then I only have to be pissed off at one thing.
Just fantasy.
That's it.
Jesse,
Right.
Like I like
You
college
already
football.
know you're gonna be pissed at fantasy.
Yeah.
come get this.
Oh, you got one for me?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nah, I mean, I will always be a Lions fan, but I'm also not someone that can sit and have my Sunday ruined every week for fucking 16 weeks a year by that team anymore.
Well, it
Just-
sucks
I
because
do
you
that
used to
still
at least
watch.
count on one Detroit
still
team
watch.
to
You'll
be
still
good,
have hope.
and it hasn't been that way in years.
No,
What are you
my
talking
wings
about?
always fucking were at least the consistent.
You are still gonna fucking watch the Lions game. And
No,
still
I
have-
do, dude.
And have hope and love them.
2 years ago, of course, bro. Bro, in 2019, at 3 games into the season, I spent $600 so that my dad, me, my brother-in-law, and my nephew, so I could take my nephew to his first NFL game. And I bought the last game of the season against the Packers because I was like,
Ford Field?
they've been good all year. They've been doing good this year so far. Like, this could be for the fucking championship. It might have been a few more than 3 games in, but anyway. And then they sucked balls. Stafford got hurt, and then they got fucking their ass kicked by the Packers in the last game.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers is really gone?
I fucking hope so.
You know, I've seen a stat. No quarterback has ever played longer than 16 years in Green Bay. Bart Starr, 16 years. Brett Favre, 16 years. And Aaron Rodgers, this was his 16th
Well,
year.
dude, I was just talking about this.
That's fucking.
I was just talking about this whole Aaron Rodgers situation, like how much it kind of parallels the Favre situation. Because, like, if you think about it,
What's up with this guy they drafted that I never even
Hey,
heard of?
can I
Jordan
talk about
Barmer?
that?
Or not
Listen,
Jordan Barmer. What the fuck was it?
Jordan
something?
Love
Exactly. There you
has
Jordan Love.
1 year on the bench behind Aaron Rodgers' MVP season.
How
and
many
got
years
to
did Aaron
learn.
Rodgers have under Brett
No, man,
Favre?
like several.
Several.
It was
But
like
I
a
mean,
couple-
if
it
you're
was
going to
couple
have
of
a
years. It was
crash
like 2 or 3.
course in order to be a fucking
Yeah,
starter
I would
for
say it
Green
was at
Bay,
least 2.
It was at least 2 because Brett held that fucking organization hostage for a couple of years where like the owner, they had to send the owner and fucking Mike McCarthy down in a goddamn plane every year to fucking Hattiesburg, Mississippi to pull his ass out of his fucking house and off his goddamn tractor to come to goddamn camp because he was going to fucking retire. I hate Brett Favre. I hate
You know, he has
Brett
like his
Favre.
own pot company now.
Fuck him for getting into the goddamn pot game. Because, dude, fuck Brett Favre.
Where did he go first? Jets or Vikings? I forget.
Vikings.
Vikings.
No, he had to go to the Jets first. He wanted to go to the
hey,
Vikings.
he sat 3 years. Rodgers sat behind Favre for 3 years.
Okay, I
3
was
years.
right.
3 years.
Yeah, because they drafted because he started.
Oh,
he
you a
started
big time Packers fan?
no, man, I just used to pay attention to that shit.
Fuck the back.
Damn.
That was like when I actually gave a shit about the NFL.
Okay.
And I watched a lot. Now
He's like, hell yeah.
now I just watch because I fucking like money.
All right.
And stats used to be something I was into too.
He's like, well, we were like really getting into the Packers there. I'm like, damn, he's
Nah,
fucking
man.
man.
It's fucking. I knew a lot about Chicago too because they were the NFC
You
North.
say
Okay.
Love's going to be good then, you think?
I'm not saying that.
No.
Josh might have said that.
Josh, is
I
that what you're
didn't
saying?
say
No?
that. I'm just
I'm just
giving that
curious.
fact. All I do is load the fucking gun and set it on the table and walk away. I
I'm
don't
just
give a
saying
fuck
that
what you
there's-
do with
I'm
it.
just saying that there's parallel. There's parallels to the Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre situation to the Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love situation.
Well, Tampa Bay is about to do the same thing then because they just got that guy from Florida, Trask, their quarterback. So they'll probably do the same thing, coming behind Tom Brady.
I mean,
for
you
a
know,
solid
when
year.
you have a
For like
40,
2
when you have a
years,
40-something-year-old quarterback, I mean, even still playing at a high level like that, yeah, you have to plan for the future.
Did you see Kevin Hart called out Tom Brady and told him if he
To
wants
go
to
to
be the
Detroit?
GOAT, he's got to go to Detroit?
Yeah.
Tom ain't doing that.
Tom ain't doing that
no.
shit.
No.
It's too cold here.
Yeah.
No.
He left
Tom's
he
gonna
left the-
retire in fucking Tampa.
Fuck yeah, he's gonna retire
Out
in
into
Tampa.
the fucking sunset.
He's gonna
dude.
try to
He
win
don't
one more
care.
championship this year. Did you see what Kansas City did to bolster up their fucking offensive line though?
Dude, dang, 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 dang,
Bro,
dang. Like they fucking,
between the draft, free
Was there, like,
agency, and
4?
trades, like they made some fucking moves.
When's Edelman going to Tampa Bay?
I just read that shit today too. I was like,
Well, Tom Brady said, he goes, we all
said,
know he's coming here. I was
come
afraid
on,
to tell
quit
Bill,
fucking
too."
playing, Edelman. Just come.
Do they need Edelman though? Now that they
No.
re-signed Antonio Brown,
They don't need anybody.
Who else do they have? Evans,
They have
Godwin,
full team still.
Antonio Brown, Gronkowski.
there was somebody else in there too.
I don't know, man.
We took
They're-
over your
they're-
show, dude. I'm sorry.
They're good.
Did you? Yeah.
They're
gonna
too
win again.
extreme. Like, yeah, but I really didn't expect. I'll tell you the truth. I didn't
They're
expect
gonna
them
win
to win the
again.
fucking. Super Bowl last year. I didn't expect that. I thought they'd get far, but I didn't think they'd win the Super Bowl.
What's your sport, Kyle? What's your
Yeah, Kyle, what sport are you
Yeah,
into?
let's interview you, dude. What's up?
What's up?
what sport's your sport you follow most?
That I follow the most?
Yeah.
Probably be the NFL.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm just recently I don't know, just a lot more just stuff takes up my time.
Yeah, and the
Just-
NFL's
You know, like, I've been, like, doing a lot more, like, of getting outdoors and stuff and, like, doing a lot more, like, hiking and, like, when the weather breaks and stuff. Next year, we're definitely going to venture into, like, more winter stuff, too.
Word.
Like, I was telling Jesse, too, like, we're already, like, prepping for, like, more, like, winter fucking camping and shit like that, and, like, hiking. Yeah, we're doing that shit.
That's cool.
I'm straight.
Yeah, me too. I respect it, but like,
No,
no,
dude,
not for
it's-
me.
it just-
Camping
Do you,
in
dude?
general is not
Do
my
you, bro?
thing. I got a bad back, bro.
Yeah, well, Jesse's going to come with us one time. Oh, he's coming.
You two
He's
gotta-
already prepped. He knows he's coming.
cool.
Josh is looking over there like, yeah, right.
I ain't going.
I'm just chilling.
No.
Nah, man, I can't do. I can't do. I
What is
like,
it? What is it? The bugs?
No, man,
Or
I
is
got
it-
to fuck. Like I just sleeping either on the
Well, dude, 'cause
ground
I
or in
fucking
an air
hate
mattress.
bugs. I'm like a bug like hater.
I don't-
I'm one
I
of
fucking
those
hate
people. I'm like a
bugs.
fucking hater.
But I
of
got a
bugs.
fucked up.
If I have to
back.
admit something like, yeah,
If I slept on the ground or sleeping on an air mattress for a couple of days, I won't be able to walk probably.
bro,
yeah,
that
dude.
bad.
Yeah. I got a real bad lower back. It's fucked. So
You need your what kind of mattress you got?
I got a fucking. I don't.
Dude,
not
I
like
was
a
thinking the
super-
same
You don't know what
question.
kind of
I was like,
mattress?
what
No,
kind
because
of
it's not a
dope-ass
purple.
mattress
I don't
do
got
you
like a
have?
super purple, but like I got like a fucking $600 one that I bought off of Amazon. That's
$600.
yeah.
I mean, that's decent.
fuck-
$600
Hell yes,
king
that's
fucking-
good. What are you
That's
talking
decent.
about?
It's a
That's
fucking
decent.
cooling.
Cooling.
Yeah. But I'm not, I'm not spending $1,000 on didn't have the money to spend $1,000 on a purple mattress or one of those like expensive ones. If I could, fuck yeah, I would.
Hey, what the fuck is a purple mattress?
What-
It's
what's
a
up?
company, like they're one of those like super expensive ones that you can finance and
Like
shit.
a rainbow vacuum? type
Kind
thing?
of, yeah. But they're like one of the, they
vacuum.
send it to you in a box. I mean, the one I got came.
Is that
in
the
a-
one that pops up like a tent?
That's what mine did. Mine
Blue.
came from bro. Mine came from Amazon in a box like that big or something, maybe probably a little bit bigger or whatever because it's a king size. I carried it in, cut it out of the box. It was in plastic, all rolled up. I threw it on my fucking frame, gently cut the bag open and tore it off and let that bitch inflate.
That's dope.
Yeah, motherfucker's comfortable as shit.
Hell yes. And the convenience, dude. Is it really good? Like for real? Is this something I
for real?
should like look into?
I mean, yeah, you can get good quality mattresses on Amazon. I'm telling you.
Hey, and especially because
Hey,
look,
I
don't wanna talk
ordered
about my
I ordered a
home life,
mattress
but I
from
have
Wayfair.
space issues.
You ever ordered a mattress from Wayfair?
I have not
You
ordered
ever,
anything.
so
from
when you
Wayfair.
order a mattress from Amazon, it came rolled up.
Yeah, it came in a box in the bag and all, like
It was
rolled
rolled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same way it came from Wayfair, and I was like really skeptical about this shit. But we just ordered it for the top bunk because we got a bunk bed.
Sure.
So we ordered for the top bunk, and then I'm like, whoa, like how's this gonna work? But I mean, so far, it seems like really like. Honestly, I haven't put it down on the ground because I put it up top. But I'm like, man, if I were to lay on this, it'd probably be pretty comfortable.
Dude, I've had this bed for over almost a year now. I had it like last June or July.
What's the thickness?
18 inches.
He knows.
How the fuck do you know that?
Because I made sure to get a
What?
fucking thick ass goddamn fucking cooling memory foam bed, bro. I did. I was not.
What's the diameter
fucking
on your
around.
toilet seat right now?
I don't know.
Give it up.
I don't know.
Is it oval or circle? Is it like elongated or is it circle?
Did your grandmother ever have
The
one of those
toilet?
cushiony
Yeah, your
ones?
toilet.
Those
Is
fucking,
it
like-
the elongated bowl or is
Yeah.
it the circle? Just straight circle.
Do you have a normal toilet seat?
I have a
Come on,
normal
bro.
toilet.
He has
seat.
a
What's
circle
what's a
one, then.
normal? So you have a circle one?
You remember like
Just
old school
straight
and
circle.
elementary school?
Come on,
No,
dude.
it's I guess it's elongated. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, there
elongated.
you
Yeah,
go.
why are you getting all hostile,
You
bro?
know, come on, dude. Like you don't
Tell
know
me about your
elongated
fucking
bowl.
toilet seat.
We just shifted gear from talking about my bed to my toilet seat. Kyle got mad hostile because I didn't know what kind of toilet seat
Jesse,
you
hit
got,
me with
bro.
the icebreaker song.
I'm
Hit
sorry.
me with that. No, and the next one.
I'm sorry.
Sir,
Hi.
I'd like to ask you about your toilet seat.
Yeah, I would say it's elongated.
You see, there's different kinds of toilet seats. Kinds you may not have heard before. Elongated, circle, short, tall.
Definitely not short because I'm a fucking tall person.
Tall person.
I'm 6'2", so
How
I can't.
ta-
I
how
can't.
tall are you?
6'2".
6'2"?
Yeah.
6'2" and how many inches?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. How
don't
many?
know.
How many? 6'2". How many feet and inches are you?
5'9".
Yeah, well, I'm 6'2" tall, so might be a little shorter because my spine's fucked up.
Wasn't that a weird question?
It's very
Yes.
kind of aggressive.
Aggressive?
I felt it a little.
Does that really happen?
I mean, yeah.
That's neat. I mean, that's not neat, but I mean, like,
I mean, your spine.
I just
depending
learned a new
on
fact. That's
Depending on how you're trying to compensate, I'm guessing your spine's eventually, and everybody as they get
eventually
older,
gravity takes
This
over.
reminds
yeah, as everybody gets older, their spines start shrinking and shit, and you start becoming
Hey,
a little bit shorter.
I have a serious question to ask you.
Okay.
Like, I know the answer basically from these two, okay?
Okay.
In fact, I have a question and then an issue sometime later today that you and I have to resolve. Nothing bad,
Oh shit!
but something that we have to talk about.
Okay. Okay.
there needs to be a resolution, sir.
Like, it has to be done. Anyways, I see that you are smoking, correct?
Yes.
Is it possible that I can smoke a cigar down here? Will that mess anything up?
Oh, no. No, that's fine.
Does that bother you? Do you have allergies or anything like that?
No, actually, my buddy, Scotty Lang,
Yeah.
he comes on the podcast. He's like, well, I think was it Ryan Lang, too, that had a cigar? That's so fucking coincidental.
I wasn't here for Ryan.
No, you weren't, but that's coincidental that they both have the last name, but one doesn't have the E. And they were both the ones that had a cigar on the podcast.
Joshua
That's cool.
Rosales is a
Yeah,
gentleman.
that's cool. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
even in my own house, because people do have like allergies and shit.
real.
And sometimes, I don't want to fuck anybody up, and that's cool. I just want to smoke,
Yeah, every time
that's
you
fine.
come by, he asks.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
do. I probably
It's
ask you
respectful, I
how
appreciate
every
it.
fucking
Every
time
time.
you come by because I
Every time.
forget.
No,
No.
you said you've seen the podcast, so I did assume for you, but normally there has been a couple podcasts where I didn't smoke because they didn't want it. I mean, if you didn't you don't want it, I won't either. But
Look, I'm a terrible friend. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I haven't watched any of your fucking podcasts. I've watched bits and pieces of the people that I love, and that is fucking it.
That's why I
I'm
post the
terrible,
clips.
dude. I'm fucking awful.
I know that.
But he's dead ass honest. and
Hey,
you
I
can't-
really am a
You
ask
can't do
them.
anything but love him.
Hey, if they fucking write me, it's like days before I respond, and I'll be like, "What's up?" After fucking their fucking house caught on fire. That's just how it is, dude. Like, it's terrible. Anyways, that's the thing that you and I have to resolve, because I was absolutely rude to you one time, and I didn't realize I was being rude to you.
Really?
Oh,
Absolutely, and I didn't realize it was you.
Really?
Absolutely.
What is it?
I don't know. I have nothing to do with this. I didn't
Do you
even
know
know he
what
was
it
here,
is?
so how would I
I
know?
don't really know.
What is
Listen,
it?
Nobody told me either one of these guys were gonna be here, so
Well, whatever it is, I'm
It
used to
was-
brushing shit off because
it-
I obviously ask people to come on. And I've been ignored and on shows and
I've been trying to get
used
back into your
brushing
good
shit
graces
off.
because I feel guilty of what I
What?
have done.
What?
I'm not playing. No, thank you, sir.
No, what? No, I'm good.
Listen,
dude.
at the fucking Park Theater when Jessie had a show, you were there.
Oh, was that the one that I kind of was supposed to play as Death Abides, and then we ended.
War Within.
Yeah,
was on it.
yeah, and then I had to replace us, and I asked you guys to jump on. Okay, yeah.
You were asking to basically hang out and chill, and I completely ignored you like you were some dickhead person that I had no idea who it was, even though you were on my Facebook and we had talked. I didn't realize it was you.
Damn.
I realized, and I didn't realize until months later. One day it was just like, ding.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely, dude.
That's
and I was
that
like,
dude.
that's awful.
That's that.
First of all, I
dude.
shouldn't act like that anyways to anybody, but
Right.
damn.
But
And I haven't said anything to this day.
he's
No, I remember that. I remember, like, I do remember going up to you at that show.
In the
And
back.
I remember, yeah. Because I remember,
Hey, by the front.
saying the same thing about, like, you were the guy at the gas station. I think I said
Standoffish.
that.
I was absolutely rude and standoffish, and that's awful of me. I should not do that, dude.
Yeah.
we all have our moments,
Dude,
but
it was awful. I was fucked up that night. I will
Yeah, fuck
absolutely
you.
admit that. He fucking knows. Jesse fucking was there, dude.
Yeah, fuck you.
Dude, I was
No, just
fucked
kidding.
up that night. We played at Mulligan's the night before, and I got pictures of people I don't even know in my phone
Yeah.
after the show. Like,
Yeah.
just hammered drunk.
again, why I will never drink with the collective members of Withhold the Blood again.
I mean, ask Kyle, like, before the Park Theater show, we were, like, poured in the back of the van, just, like, laid the fuck out. He's like, you guys ready to play a show? We're, like, trying to sip on beers, like, to get us back in the spirits. But
Dude, Jesse, remember that night at the fucking playground when that guy was passed out by that car?
oh, yeah.
And then me and Goob almost got into a fight with that guy.
Yep.
I was fucking pissed, hammered on whiskey because I was chugging shit on stage.
The playground's where I met Josh.
Hey, are you talking about that night?
I'm talking the first night I
I'm
played
ask-
at the playground.
I'm asking Jesse because he would remember what night it was, and he would.
That was a separate night than the first night
Okay.
that I met you.
I remember a night with you though, when you played Jump Around at the
Yeah,
end,
yeah.
and that night was fucking crazy.
that was
floor was
like
gonna cave in,
that
dude.
was like a year or so after of like the first summer that we played the playground. Like we ended up playing like 6 or 7 times there that summer, like from like May until October. Like we joke with Mike that we had the undisputed playground champions because we played there the most times in one season. We broke the record.
Who was there that night?
The first night that I played there, it was the playing. I don't remember because I was super drunk on whiskey. Like I know fucking Heartsick played. I think Kill Tomorrow played because they had to come fix the sound. But I don't even remember, man, because like the only things I remember about that night was I worked, drove up there, somebody was driving me home. I bought a 5th of set of Seagrams, and I had a empty Gatorade bottle, and I just kept pouring whiskey into it and adding a little bit of fucking pop, a little bit of Sprite. So, and at one point I was super thirsty and just chugged that whole thing. And then shit got super fuzzy that night.
Game over.
Yeah, I remember like at the end of the night, we saw some dude pass the fuck out on his car tire, and Jesse took a picture of him with somebody, and then some other guy tried to fight me and Goob, and then that was it. But I've gotten drunk a lot at the playground. I also got. The first time I ever got arrested was leaving the playground.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's sucked.
Well, I think you've officially smoked me out. And I think this is a good time to probably end this podcast.
That's what I came here to
fucking
do,
high as
man.
Fuck.
That's what I came here to
I'm
do.
like zoning out in your conversation. I'm like, yep, I can't host this no more. So,
mission
dude,
accomplished. Man.
mission accomplished. Mission accomplished on all ends.
Dude, for
We
real.
were
Thank you
surprised
for
with
fucking
Jesse,
that. That's
surprised with
incredible,
Josh.
man.
We got the admission out of Josh.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
the resolution.
The resolution.
That's why this man
Falling
is
in
a
love.
really good
Awful.
person
I
because
apologize.
he will
Falling in love.
apologize for his indiscretions.
I always say this shit, right? I may be a sinner, but at least I'm willing to pay for my sins.
There you go.
Dude, thank you for having me on, man. It was a
this
fucking
was fun.
blast.
This was fun. I'm like, holy shit. I'm just sitting over here. I'm like, yeah. I hope you got some of that on cam too. Maybe you didn't. That's all right too, because you probably just caught me like,
It's cool.
holy shit. How many do we got in here? What do we got?
I don't know. I lost count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7 joints. You were fucking putting some shit on there too. What the hell were you doing?
I smoked a couple of dabs.
No, what you were doing with that? You were putting that. It's where you put that on the end of the joint.
No, I just used
Oh.
this. I used this thing to pack the end of the joint.
Okay.
That's
I thought
all
you were
I was
like
doing.
putting some. Like,
No, I didn't put any concentrates in it. I didn't want to fuck you up like that. I'm not an asshole like that, man. Like,
That's admirable.
dude, I don't want to fuck anybody's time up. Like, I like getting people high, but I'm not trying to ruin anybody's fucking evenings. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a fucking respectful person when it comes to weed, but I just
I'm
like
respectful.
I enjoy getting other people high. Like, it's just
great.
conversational. Like, I'll roll a joint. Let's fucking smoke
That's why
down
I
and
was
talk
like, all right,
about
this is a
shit.
podcast conversation. I'm like, whoop.
But yeah, I'm not gonna, especially like when you didn't want to do a dab, I'm not gonna load some concentrates in there
fuck
and be like,
that.
here you go, man.
Yeah,
But
like I
in
said
certain,
earlier, I'm like,
in
man,
certain sectors, I definitely would do that because people, if I know you can handle it, but I'm not gonna fuck somebody's world up like that. That's just cruel and unusual punishment.
it is.
Fuck me up.
Yeah, see, like if I like him, I would do it, but I would also just he knows. I'd look at him, I'd give him a look, and be like, something's in there.
The nod.
You know.
Yeah, something's in there.
All right, guys.
Thanks,
Awesome.
man.
Awesome.
Man, we might as well go all
Trifecta?
three. Get in there,
Trifecta?
Josh.
Oh, I close my eyes.
Oh, do we need Jessie?
We
in
do
this?
need Jessie.
in
Get
the
in
group
there.
shot. In the
Get
group
in
shot.
there.
Dang.
Man,
Oh, we blew it up too.
It was a good time.
Woo. I was like, yeah, I'm too high now.
Sorry, man.
Too high.
I took it as a challenge. I wanted
like,
to see how high I could get.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be allowed back.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like 3 platinums and like how many joints?
I'm no longer